Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you know the spots. Head down to the Release Stress Bar on the Labrie Viewport Highway every single day of the week from 4 a.m. The Release Stress Bar. All are we are one.
Choco, let's play where be mal en Choco. Tous les jours quand dit moi qu'on ka fait mal Choco, ou pour qu'on ça une solution. Non moi dou moi qu'on ça une solution. Eh bien Choco, moi ça dou, la ni une solution pour Macheka, c'est lui qui dit tout oui mais ou ka pousser pour tout mal ou ka helepi. From asthma, period pain, tout ça ou ka helepi. Souni prostrate, ou ni si jan, thyroid, n'importe là. Un sou pour souni en tout c'est en l'estomac qui pas ka kito. Cheka ni solution pour lui. Juste will coco yoni kabao, yoni naturel, yoni virgin, yoni tout ça kay bousin. Allez côté Mancheka, ek parler ba yo kay ba wan wimedu bousin pour kidney problem sou ka souffert et puis bronchitis, COPD, n'importe ces bagay ça là. Cheka rob ni solution pour. Souni high cholesterol et puis sang bas. Cheka rob kay ba wan bagay pour manger ko. Ek soupou, c'est nom là qui vle ou le bâton et que pour ça ko ka une manière pour ba une solution. Check on here we met pour qui est yo asu 7200-427 or 724-6389 et bon ça qui est asu 727-9247 qui est yo la kayo asu 454-5172 check up c'est yo même solution problème ou l'homme malade aïe yo là en dem on en vieux fort en latouni c'est la même yo ye check up en maladie yo kay wan jeyba souple allez là regarder compte yo.
They're begging for mercy.
I have been lying in restless slumber after dying a dreadful death. I was a victim, you might remember. A murderous cutlass took away my breath. The trial found him guilty, but he's not been sent to join me. And now they say his life might be saved. Something about Pratt and Morgan, now the hangman cannot function. That's why I'm crying out from my grave. Make him pay the same way he slayed me. I hear them begging for mercy. I hear them pleading for sympathy. The same sympathy that brutal murderer didn't show me. So now I'm begging society, execute the capital penalty in memory of me and the souls in this victim story. Remember me, the murdered one, me, buried dead and gone, me, cut down in my prime, me, and his wicked crime. So when the killers cry for mercy, before you go as soft with pity, just remember this victim story. I am the little schoolgirl named Trisha. I am the watchman on Chaussee Road. Or maybe you all may know me better as the battered body of Valerie Lord. I screamed and I cried in anguish as he chopped me like a swordfish, and in my very own blood I choked. Now this vicious, heartless killer wants to write a sympathy letter to save himself from the hangman's rope. Make him pay the same way he slay me. I hear they begging for mercy. I hear they pleading for sympathy. The same sympathy that brutal murderer didn't show me. So now I'm begging society, execute the capital penalty in memory of me and the souls in this victim story. Remember me, the murdered Just remember this victim story. I hear they're begging for mercy. Victim you might remember. A murderous cutlass took away my breath. The trial found him guilty, but he's not been sent to join me. And now they say his life might be saved. Something about Pratt and Morgan. Now the hangman cannot function. That's why I'm crying out from my grave. Mercy. I hear they pleading for sympathy. The same sympathy that brutal murderer didn't show me. So now I'm begging society, execute the capital penalty in memory of me and the souls in this victim story. Remember me, the murdered one, me, buried dead and gone, me, cut down in my prime, and his wicked crime. So when the killers cry for mercy, before you go out soft with pity, just remember this victim story.
Oh yeah. I say good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Cool Vibes Radio. Wherever you are, you tune in this afternoon. Always been a pleasure to have you here.
I am the watchman on Chaussee Road. Or maybe you all may know me better.
That's right.
The battered body of Valerie Lord.
Victim song.
I cried in anguish as he chopped me like.
Are you locked in with us this afternoon?
And in my very own.
Are you happy to be here on Cool Vibes Radio? Are you willing and able this afternoon to participate in the program here with us on Cool Vibes Radio? All you gotta do is to like it, share it out, tell a friend. It is Yellow Thursday. Yellow Thursday. I hear they begging for mercy. You're truly Dr. Love is here with you. Don't forget we're live on YouTube, Cool Vibes Radio, live on Facebook. Also live on www.coolvibesradio.com.
In memory of me and the souls in this victim story. Remember me, the murdered one, me, buried dead and gone, me, cut down in my prime, me, and his wicked crime. So when the killer cried for mercy, before you go out soft with pity, just remember this victim story.
That's right, that's right. That's right, Dr. Love. Oh my God. Where to start this afternoon?
Society cook up a mercy council and Amnesty International is so concerned about the rights and freedom of these murderous criminals. After 5 years in prison, everyone forgets the victim. The prisoner's rights is what make him fail.
I say good afternoon to you.
1994 was a good one because a killer.
Are you there with us this afternoon? Are you ready to party? Are you ready to enjoy the program? Because it's gonna be a party, gonna be a thunderstorm here this afternoon. Okay, well, before I go any further, let me say good afternoon to you guys in St. Lucia locked in right now. Also, a wonderful good afternoon to my good friend here down there in St. Lucia locked in, Mr. Linus Doville. When I say good afternoon to you, sir, the man Malpool. How you doing this afternoon, sir? Thank you for calling. All my beautiful people in the chat room, no matter where you are, we say good afternoon to you.
Victim story. Remember me, the murdered one, me, buried dead and gone, me, cut down in my prime, me, and his wicked crime. So when the killer cry for mercy,
so we say good afternoon or good evening to those of you locked in the UK. Cool Vibes Radio. Oh my gosh. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube as well, on www.coolvibesradio.media. We are here with you this afternoon. No matter where you are in the world, you can tune in and you can make it your number one internet radio station. You're truly Dr. Love is here. Oh, I had it begging from mercy, Father God. I tell you, I listened to a lot of things this afternoon. Listen to a passionate voice. A man calling on behalf of the guy who lost his life this morning bright and early. But in the meantime, before we carry on the program, I know you guys have a lot to say today, but make sure that y'all can see that number in front of y'all on the screen, on Facebook, on YouTube. It's there as well on www.coolvibesradio.media. The number is there. So you got to call today to participate in the program. I have been doing a lot of talking, and my talking sometimes it's only me. It's only me. So I will need your help. Do like Babuda, Mr. Babuda. Do like the others, your Francis, Allison. Do like the others. Do like Lifeman God. Do like them. They call in the program. They are participating. Yes, they are. So I will want you guys to participate in the program as well. Okay? I want you all to call. Show your appreciation. Clear your mind. Free up your mind. Because there is a lot happening down there in St. Lucia. And you know what is happening? The crime prevention officer, he can't do nada. The Minister of Security, he can't do nada. So listen, we want God to put a hand. So we're going to go and play you a song by the great, the man self, Moggy. I listened to Newspin this afternoon at the end, and I had my playlist in front of me because all this crime, and I hear he talk about Moggy, and I said to myself, boy, look like Timothy does read my head. He does read my mind as well. Okay, so let me tell you guys, let me play that song for you. But before I go any further, I want to say a happy birthday to a beautiful young lady here in the UK who's celebrating her birthday today. Okay, Valerie Pondy, it's your birthday today. Thanks for keeping in touch with me on Facebook to let me know it's your birthday. So we wish you well and we say a happy birthday to you, my dear, and hope all is well with you today. Okay. Also, before I play that song, I just want to say a special good afternoon to a great man, the man self, Chester Dupre over in Barbono. Always locked in on Cool Vibes Radio. This one do not stay away from Cool Vibes Radio at all in Barbono. So I say thank you to you, my brother, and all the rest of our listeners in the United States. Oh my God, St. Lucia. We want to say good afternoon. Those of you on the YouTube, I'll have to check on my comment room on the YouTube. Okay, I'll have to be checking on that, so you can go on YouTube and listen as well, and share the live with your friends. Share the Facebook page this afternoon because the bomb. Hello, money by my disquite. L'anion la moi vine puis après-midi a. Moi soué kay bay Dr. Love kay bay Cool Vibes Radio en chance. Bon nous poko ka aller autant loin because moi hadi yo moi sa discuter en créole langue la moi sa parler qui patois. Ek moi sa discuter timide en anglais a. Oui, ma tellement fort dingue. Mais nga fait na débrouiller ti comme. Bon même moment, portier mettez la me s'il vous plaît because pays a commencé casser. Mi yo tu jeune homme bon matin bien monnaie.
I was hired by the intelligence agency to investigate some guys in this land. The result I got was so shocking. So to you this report I bring, because I know you would have called me a liar if I said Pat was Prime Minister. You see the powers the man possess, putting the whole country in a mess. With such a low intellectual capacity, a senator in fig and corpora. So this is why I made this conclusion. He's on the payroll of Chiquita. So when will it be? When will we see them guys there for we? When will we people realize the old damn country they go jeopardize? So Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand in this sad. Pues a mal quap sucea, capige fama. I went around with plenty fish colonists to get my dossier and facts correct. I check out all them Grenada boys. Yes, my country they want to wreck. Ulbuske run away from Guyana right after Chedi Jagan dead. And lock up in here a big advisor to Leon Cornwall, Austin and Redhead. Didicus Juice was in education, who killed Jacqueline Creft and Maurice Bishop. You know what? That does get me scared, because all them fellas complexion red. So when will it be? When will we see them guys there for we? When will Satni, Charles and Deloney give workers an apology? So Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand. It is sad, like Guyana we will go down, cause it was Kenny who advised Bonham. Some guys who love gambling, who just can't wait for that casino. And the women entertaining in Marisil, if you didn't know. I hear the police and plenty lawyers in the garage fixing all night. But them Syrians got insiders, so they took way in a big four-wheel drive. When Frederick could not get enough powder, Junior had to want the man off. All over a young Trini hooker, 41 that's right, the truck rough. So when will it be? When will we see them guys there for we? Yes, we morals is in decay, trading young ladies both night and day. So oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand. It is sad, things down here getting real bad. Tyro's bringing striptease from Trinidad. They made a man Gill assistant commissioner in charge of crime and prosecution. And although the man is minister, they never told Felon John, a man of such great perspicacity, who always have a bad diarrhea. But to keep, he should give a lesson that Canadian should not be there. I hear that Pierre cannot go to Touche, 12 into 12, even Black Mali. Now he get to boys digging her ass. He's some yuffin 7 mile away. So when will it be? When will we see them guys there for we? When will they stop to Mama Guy? Practice deceit and blatantly lie. Oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand. It is sad, they forget about poor people's pain until they need us for next campaign.
Hey, Bema. Okay, all right. Okay, Morgie. All right, Morgie. Lord, put a hand. Oh, my gosh. But before we continue the program this evening here in London, at 7:41, sorry, that is 2:41 in the Eastern Caribbean island. And my beautiful homeland. Why? Après midi à la hat attack moi ba ko pon ici là. Moi fay, moi mouche yo, where do I stand? Where do I stand? I stand with the UWP. And that's where I stand. Okay? On a Thursday, And every Thursday, God willing, once I have the breath of life, and the Almighty God permit me to be here, I will always hold a program here. As long He permit me to be in the land of the living, I will always be here to present a wonderful program. In the name of the Almighty, He is the greatest King of all. He guide me through the path that I walk through. He cleared the way for me, and He give me the strength to be here. In spite of all negative things have been said to me, have been thrown to me, I couldn't care less. You know the reason why? Who God bless, no man curse. And the reason for this, some of them, they are begging for sympathy. The reason why they are begging for sympathy quietly now, because they realize the crime is escalating in St. Lucia very high. The crime, nothing can stop the crime until you put things into measure. The government of St. Lucia, you are aware of all other countries. They cannot stop crime happening. No, they can't. But they put things in place. They put things in place because when it comes to crime, because they want tourists to visit the country and other people to come in and live their country happy, live in their country very happy with no problems. But the problem that we face in St. Lucia, it have been told by the leader of the opposition, the United Workers' Party, Michael Allen Chasney. He did call on the Prime Minister. I call him a Prime Minister, but to me, I would say this man sitting down, acting as a Prime Minister in St. Lucia. The great leader called him and told him they can work things together to tackle this crime in St. Lucia. To give the ideas of how to tackle the crime in the country, our beautiful beloved St. Lucia. Helen of the West. And there is a song by the artist called Grozile. He sing, I'm a born Lucian. And they all dancing to that song when they go to a party, when they go to a dance, they go to an event, or name it all. I'm a born Lucian, both opposition and government. But let me tell you all something. I think, and into my knowledge that I'm seeing and that I know that, the opposition in St. Lucia have taken this song very serious by the words, the lyrics, and the meaning. Because our country value us and we value our country. Listeners and viewers on Cool Vibes Radio, Cool Vibes Media, Cool Vibes Online, no matter where you're listening on Facebook or on YouTube. You know this is a serious issue. You know this is a serious issue that we have to deal with St. Lucia to get St. Lucia back on the road. And when we have a crime prevention officer, we have a prime minister who said he knows who's behind the crime. Prime Minister Philip Jepier, are you aware of that shooting this morning? Do you know who's behind that crime scene? Do you know how this one called Chucky, or whatever they call him? Do you aware of that? Question I'm asking. I am not going to say, you know the people them. I was not the one who said it. But Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Philippe Jepier, c'est who qui dit, ou savent tout moun qui de crime là qui a fait à pays Saint Lucie. Ou connaît ces moun nan. So sou connaît ces moun nan, fait police chebe yo. Because Philippe Jepier, makadou sa lankoyol noa. Philippe, sou savent parler plus vite que possible. pour nous ça ni pays Saint-Lucie vie en la main nous et pour nous ça cadeau il manden te ka cadeau avant Philippe. Philippe ou ni pays ça ka souffert. Et pays ça ka souffert ka crier en moi. Il ka crier soukou. Jodi a ou as premier ministre pays Saint-Lucie ou te dit c'est ou qui te plus pas wan Kawaïb là pour te faire premier ministre pour ka représenter Saint-Lucien et Saint-Lucie qui doit là pour faire yo sav qui premier ministre nous ni mais ngay faut comprendre bagay monsieur Philippe J. Ou poko pa we ou poko te pa we ou pas jamais pa we et ou pas ni l'idée pièce kalte premier ministre en dit don en pays Saint-Lucie pour ça manager pays Saint-Lucie qui c'est pour crime qui c'est pour un l'autre crime là ça ba nous ka point soyer et si nous pas point crime là soyer à la vie à nous ka vivre dans pays Saint-Lucie ti riche moins ti richou et ti riche c'est so ek fo pas kay la victoire en pays Saint-Lucie si janvier vote les bas parti à ba l'autre élection qui kay venir parce que nous pas kay là pour nous ça faire riche pa yo. Nous pas kay ça là pour nous ça ni l'autre ti maman ka lever en pays Saint-Lucie. Parce que manière bagay ka le nous tout quatre passer par violence. Madou makayanden parce que de l'emwen là et moi côté ka enjoy ti comme moi et quand même ka quitter yo ka passer ka péter boulette cascata tout partout moi prend boulette mais m'a commandé bon Dieu pour sa fête nous commandé bon Dieu pour mettre en soulagement parler by premier ministre pays Saint-Lucie Philippe Jean-Pierre et pour faire Philippe flesh and play comprendre ça qui a passé coco flow ça qui a passé en pays Saint-Lucie il pas bon messieurs dames moi vous écouter moi et si j'en crois comment assis ici là la jodi là à ce coolvibes radio et si j'en crois moi content ça qui a fait là pour me regarder news ka écouter news ka ça qui a fait en pays moi dou un camarade moi qui est moi bon matin femme don Monica et qui a vie dit moi toujours il même pas de jamais quoi nous tenons retardé pour premier ministre nous moi dis garçon Saudi là ou beaucoup dire rien qui pas boy parce que toute manière moi regarder all how I look at it the prime minister of Saint Lucia according to Titus Preville is not that he cannot do things. You don't have the guts and the mind to say yes this is what I'm going to do. But Alan Shasner is a man that stand up on his foot and he determined for what he want. He demanding that. And this is what we're going to do. And my guys have, my other members have to be working with me and put things in order. Because if it was the United Workers' Party that was in government, today all this criminal activity would have been stopped. This young man who died there this morning, maybe his life would have been, he would have been still in the land of the living. I heard one of the Chico, the police officer, call and say he saw the man yesterday. He was at least 20 yards away from this man. Come on, people. Come on, people. Who is supporting this? What is it your prime minister have come to say? Except when they kill this guy, whatever his name is, the one with amputated arm that died big Sunday morning, bright and early. That's the only time the man come to address the nation. Ki nation he address la? Me says address on the I am not, I come to my sense right now. And I said, I don't even want to call these people name. I don't even want to go into any kind of disrespect, ways to these guys. Just say it as it is, plain and simple. You understand? I just sit down and I just think, especially on a Thursday, and I say to myself, do I committed to that job I'm doing? That seriously? Am I committed to that yellow Thursday? But because it's from the love of my heart, from the United Workers' Party, I stand strong and I'm very committed to that job on a Thursday. And I say to myself, the amount of viewers and listeners following Cool Vibes Radio via web, online, on the radio app, on the Radio Garden, on Facebook. And the amount of people that have been waiting from afternoon, I sit down here. Okay? For a couple hours this afternoon, I said, let me just get things together. People are there waiting on the radio. I had a playlist of country and western. They're waiting. You know why they are waiting? Because they know the pressure. And a real talker. And a real man that can stand up for the United Workers' Party in England to represent the United Workers' Party will be on. And I tell them something. I couldn't care less here. Why I couldn't care less? Because I know that you know that I know that St. Lucia have a lot of corruption going on under the Labour Party in office. And that is the reason why things is happening in our country. Nobody cannot come in and say, I want a Labour Party supporter today. Wherever you listening, you can come to the chat room and say, yes, Philip JP need to stand up and say something. Because they are aware what's going on. And I will tell you all again, people. When your front door have not knocked with dangers, you don't care. You couldn't care less. La porte ou poko coin epi danger. Ou pa mele. Mais la porte c'est moun ki ka coin ek danger ya. Che yo ka fait yo mal. Yo ka play we jodi ya. Wezon ki yo ka play we bon matin la. Enfant mi ka play we. Enfant mi ka play we Saint Lucie la. Okay, Leslie Land, enfant mi ka plewe, ou ka tan un boss driver qui était tellement calme et quiet. Leve bon matin, jodi jeudi, nous ka tan, another one gone by a gunshot. Is it okay? Is it okay? And you hearing people calling over talk shows and talking about this young man who passed away, how they know him and the kind of person that he used to be. Just so, we don't know what happened. I cannot tell you whether he was in gang or he was not in gang, but they kill him. Whether you in gang or not, this gunshot business, Messieurs, it is not nice. People, it is not nice for our country because our country is bleeding. I am not preaching violence. I am not going to do it. All I'm asking for this Prime Minister to do is to stand up as a man, as a Prime Minister, and say, yes, the people in the diaspora, they are against me. But people in St. Lucia, they are against me. They need a result. And what are the results that we're getting? He failing us. The man in the press conference, one of the journalists asking the man a question. The question is so tough for him to answer. He giggling, laughing, and glee. Is that what you call a prime minister? Which prime minister in the world or any other countries, when journalists asking them question and they know the question is tough on them and they giggling, laughing at it, taking us for a ride, taking us for a joke, man, taking us for some donkeys and some mule that you've been riding whenever you feel like you step on them like your doormat. That is what the prime minister is doing to us in St. Lucia, you know. And that is how we treating the people in St. Lucia. And nobody want to say a word. Everybody mouth zip. And you're leaving everything for the opposition. For those who say that TP not doing his job, I doing TP job for him on a Thursday. I doing Alan Shastner job for him on a Thursday. I doing all the candidate job for them there on a Thursday. I represent them because I'm a strong UWP supporter. That is what I'm doing. And this is the kind of man we have to tackle. We have to attack Philip JP. Seriously. Seriously. All of them. We need to tackle them. Because if we don't do it, our country will be sinking under this ocean. And I tell you, brothers and sisters and Cool Vibes Radio, this is a serious task. This is something that we need to take serious. Wherever you are a Labour Party supporter in St. Lucia or you are UWP, you need to demonstrate for these crime activities happening in our country. Too much of our young men and women is going. Soon St. Lucia will not have no men again because our young men, they are going just like this. When I raised up in St. Lucia back in the late 70s, 80s, 90s, this kind of criminal activities was not happening. We never had so much division in the country. We never had so much division when it comes to election and politics in St. Lucia. We never had this. In the late 70s, in the 80s, late to the 1996, 97, that's when division became in our country. That's when problems started in our country. Hate and discrimination started in our country. over one man who come in to join the Labour Party, did Kenny D. Anthony, and put all his hate in our politics in St. Lucia. And he cursed Vilfort, and today our country is paying for it. Lord have mercy. Can't you all understand that, people? Can't you all understand that? Where are they now? Where do they go? Can I hear from them? I need to hear from them. They're free to call and say, listen, because we are not preaching violence. We are preaching peace and love here on Cool Vibes Radio. And for the whole entire nation that listen in the whole world to hear what we are preaching here on Cool Vibes Radio. Not because I stand up with the opposition, for y'all to think that, okay, everything he says on the side of the UWP, blaming the Labour. I am not blaming the Labour. I am blaming what's happening in St. Lucia. Because if the Labour put their code right, no crime will not happen in the country like that. We had a canine dog, Tyson, get poisoned, died up to a day like today. We cannot get the result of Tyson. You think if it's something else that happened, you will get the result? Document of crime that happened in St. Lucia vanish away with the police force. Kimberly De Leon, Shakatan Daniel. And y'all think is the dog they will get the result? Hello, let me tell you something. 9 to 6 years ago, all these things happened. And the crime that happened with Kimberly De Leon, sorry. Because I know they're waiting for them to say that I give you wrong information. Kimberly De Leon, okay? Whoever killed her, you know yourself. The document, they have it vanished away. Some of them, they cannot find it. Please put yourself forward. And Philip Jepier, tell your High Commissioner who go on holiday right now to come back in office and to make another arrest. Shaka and Daniel, y'all kill him in the police station in Mikud. Y'all know his mother going up and down. Patika kamute desan. This land eti madame la kamute desan because it's a team ale weka represente Rasta. Zoka fait ça. Zo vanish tout document because zo sa zo de kay fait pour te jan nan ti l'argent pour cheite ça soulager jodi a. Zoka fait ti madame la mute desan. E godi a passe une pièce document passe pour la mort. Histi madame la. Anti madame qui ka struggle. Ka fait balier pour Yvonne, monter descendre. C'est moun me connaître. Ma ko prépare avec yo pour dire prépare mais là moi moun good afternoon me passer mais si on pour préparer avec moi présent, nous ka discuter sans les cool vibes. It's about time this thing stop. What's about this one happened this morning there? What is it going to happen? The one happened there this morning. What is it that going to happen? Is there going to be a solution? Will there be a solution to that problem this morning? What happened there this morning? Will they come and talk to the family members and say, we know who do it? Waking up this morning, the 7th day of August, 7/7, hearing a death of a young man who was so quiet in the Leslie Land area, right? Felix, aka Chucky, murdered today at Leslie Land. And you, the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, and the colleagues, the crime prevention officer, Jeremiah Nobot, as a young man, my brother, you're supposed to stand up in a different way of manner on your 2 foot. You understand? To represent the people of St. Lucia. What is it that you're living for a young man? Suppose one of your close friends get murdered by gunshot. What will you do, Jeremiah? How will you put yourself? Will you come on national television to extend your condolences to the family? Is that what you're coming to do? It have not knocked your door yet. But it's knocking my door every day. Wherever it's me or somebody else, we are all Lucian together. We are all Lucian together. And when our leader of the opposition and our PRO and our candidate, our deputy leader, they are talking about what's happening, all you think is a joke. Y'all want to come on Facebook and criticize and say things under their life and everything. Any of y'all who come under my life on Cool Vibes Radio, y'all getting blocked and I highlighting your photos and expose that. Y'all need to stop that. Support what is right. Let's right the wrong. Wherever you're not supporting UWP, Wherever you support in Labour parties, SLP, let's come together to fight the crime in St. Lucia. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Mais là, nan nom n'avait commission bay. Man tan pour. Tan mani pour. Ngay faut sav ki tan man pour hodia. Monsieur ezo pa we. Moi vle zo share life là. Bon, phone line na ouvert aussi. So ça qui est. The phone line is open. You all can call and share your views with me. Mais là nan nom n'avait pour lui. Ouais, moi dis on avin pour lui. Etel, ma même le mon nom Etel. Là qui est nom Etel. Informat moi ka fait moi savent. Ti jibia, il chante, enchanté, en zoé moi. Bon, mon document moi, mon file moi ici, c'est moi qui gagne Joseph, oui. Flambeau moi, moi bi jeune file. Min si yo di yon file la bot moi pour mener by l'autre côté, mon file. Et si ça vrai, ou nom ça là qui teni nom moi ka fait en life là, ma allo mon nom. Moi allo mon nom assez, ma ba plus gas, ma ba plus énergie. Et si ça vrai, en bas gouvernement flambeau, avant partir à un pays Amérique, c'est où qui te gagne plus contract. Et qu'on y moun qui travaille ba ou pas payer yo. Et puis et si ça vrai, les docteurs bachete monte bay flambeau ou fait prêter l'argent et qu'on pas payer et qu'on monte en Amérique, aïe oui. Et si ça vrai, si ça pas vrai, qui est ici a? Ou connaît quoi? Moun nan ki lang ki te ka ki yo ka bon information about moi. Qui dit nga run a station and I run in a bo ka vin pour ça because c'est bêtise qui là. Yo dou moi, yo dipot moi ek moi vie monter lang dite ya. Là dipot yo ka en stop qui matche dipoter dans le passeport zot. OK? A fait ça comprendre après ça. Bon, moi quand on livre là, flambeau moi. Et si ça vrai, femme là ou Miami oui pour un papier ya. Fouay, c'est chairman Mikou Denry South. Le ba parti ya. C'est pour ça ou ka fait ça ou ka fait là because ouvre le nom là, chairman là qui c'est frère madame ou fait stabat, fait papier pour un terre à côté kay vieux kay wa ka fini de nuit. Et si ça vrai? Question a demandé Jean Denry, si ça connaître li bien Jean Denry. Denry ça vous connaître ça. Et si ça vrai? Femme là ou Miami Amérique là. Yes. Femme là na koyol nading. Femme là ou Miami Amérique là. Fouay, c'est lui qui chairman le ba parti a en Denry South. So côté a uni kay wa te arrêté gouvernement, mais ouvre yo ba ou morceau te c'est pour ça ou ka supporter les ba ou pas te jamais les ba c'est flambeau ou te. On a vinn pour toujours. On a vinn pour toujours. Ou comment a fini? Tu ba mon information pour ou là. Là commencer pour avec navire l'autre side là. Moi ni pour mes roche mort nan long. Bon. Kabrit ou ye? Ma kabrit. Ou c'est un kabrit ma kabrit. Hilda, moi dois so vinn là, moi te qui faut nous yo so ba opon. Là on y cherche après programme là moi bloquer moi Hilda. Oui, Hilda. Hilda, ça pour ça. Hilda Henry. Jean Monye. Moi bloqué moi. Moi qui yo papier cop. Mauvais message pas reply. Bon moi fâché pour moi Hilda. Mais m'a fâché pour fâché. Moi moi fâché. OK. N'a fini toujours. Et si ça vrai, ou ti monsieur ça qui en Amérique ka fait life là. Ma allo mon nom. Et si ça vrai ou fait riche. Ek riche c'est show. Ek non ek riche t'entend tout. OK? Et si ça vrai, because ou sou fait riche puis ti maman là ou c'est cousin et ou c'est papa et ou c'est tante ou c'est papa ou sans cabrit et mon vle vinn ka discuter ka di pour maladie moi lang dite moi ni ti problème moi oui comme l'année depuis 2017 moi problème avec marché moi problème avec moi ou ka di yo dou nga claim l'argent gouvernement et na fait oui et mon qui dou ça plus malade passer moi et si ça vrai Anson moi vinn pour à présent mon nom. Tout ça ou ka fait là c'est pour les baba ou morceau terre côté ni kay wa ki ka fini et femme là ou mari Amérique pour ba ou papier ya. OK? Fouay c'est chairperson nan pour les ba parti en Denry South. Et si ça vrai Dr. Bash te prête l'argent et ou pas payer et quoi en Amérique quoi c'est ouais. Pour qui quoi? Ou fa chèque famille ou pour ti bay wa ki la hola te ka faction la ba ka femme ou di yo pa vle way de nuit ou fa chèque c'est moun pour ça Anson Maxwell est-ce que ça vrai mais est-ce que ça vrai question amande ti bay moi ta hadou ou te di ou ka fait du radio station but don't forget you can run an internet radio no government can stop you have right to online. I don't have frequency. I refuse to get one. Okay? I run in an internet radio app Radio Garden, Facebook, YouTube. People can listen to me whole wide web. I have my radio app. They ban jackass stupid. Enlè ba toujours. Ouais, man, yo couillon. Zo du bout Sky FM. Il pas still stream. Enlè frequency zo prend la me yo. They ban sans honte. Sans indication. Oh, c'est le bas ça. C'est Velzok Flow. Anson Maxwell. Toutes ces questions, moi, là, moi, je veux répondre. Est-ce que ça qui est plus mauvais, est-ce que pas fait hiche, hiche en tout, eh bien, hiche c'est ça. Mal cochon. Ça quoi, tu vois, moi, match douli. Ou sans cabrit, ou en ligne Facebook, qui fait toute bagaille, sous official consensus. À 6 ans, caillou, comme on on appartement, moi, la caille, moi, on département ici, moi, on studio, moi, caille, moi. À 6 caillou pour y faire caillou, because yo ka télévision, moi, là, là, yo ka ba télévision, moi, ça qui là, ainsi, moi, tourner caméra, yo ka sofa, moi, derrière, yo ka table, moi, toute bagaille. Maintenant, pousse, oui. Et si ça, Franson, toute life ou ka faire, c'est dehors, on y pour faire, because on dit, dans caillou, pas net. Nettoyer caillou avant, tibay, et pas vin pour Dr. Love, tibay. Et sous pas have, ou t'en ban life, moi vin la Clendon Marcel qui non moi vais commission ba ou. Challenge moi, femme station pour nous mal gauche là on y en a oui ou bien. Mais les gauche la kay oui. Et ou kay vie. Sans kay vie puis là ou pas encore face à di because moi ou sans mal kabrit. Garçon mal propre garçon ou vle vin ka dans les Facebook. Ka bay moun parole, ka bay chasse ne parole. Et toutes les ou point hisse so et ben hisse tout pour faire shipping et pour faire shipping garçon sans mal kabrit. Anson Anson. Flambeau pas avec ces bêtises ça. Il pièce flambeau avec ça na faya yo. Mon vle vin pour. Ka bay cherche ne parole. Ka bay tout moun parole en flambeau, tout ministre, tout candidat ka bay parole because ou te flambeau ou te garçon, yo pas jamais connaître tout. Yo pas jamais connaître tout. Tu ba yo faire moi sauce. Ou pas jamais connaître tout de ces là-bas. Flambeau ou te ou un contrat en bas flambeau ou prend l'argent ou pas payer travail moun ten pour vérifier l'école yo pas ça vérifier l'école ouais c'est en Amérique de bonne voler en violer because sous prend riche c'est ça et puis riche t'entend tout et ou c'est tonton et ou fait riche et puis après c'est tonton ou c'est papa et ou c'est cousin ni et ou c'est papa garçon ou qui fait ça que vous voulez Anson bon tant ça moi kay qui t'opposer because zokwa vinn de moun information bien ben moi ma allo mon nom informat moi. Because let ti bien moi si qui moi il fait moi ça quoi. Ma allo mon nom yo, ma pour le mon nom yo ici là. Bêtise ti bray. Moi hadizot. Zo ça dit moi. Yo ça dou moi hay la jol. Oui, moi hay merci moi garçon ma tuer moun pas coquine, pas pour voler, pas pour violer. Fight oui et drinking and driving oui. Ça c'est un problème. Tu vas me apprendre à chai bail là monter là c'est pour ça on fait ça le cool vibes radio. Moi apprendre faire toute bagaille. À poursuivre toute bagaille. Et dans l'état fait cap painting and decorating toute bagaille moi sort de certificat moi tu bail. Moi sort do ouais moi sort do pas quitter moi là oui a. Moi aller dans job coordination straight away you approve moi one time ba moi tout certificat moi. Là moi quitter là encore après ça il by Michael Bloomberg London. You fout moi Infinity Award certificate for engineering. Carpet ride on machine, tout ces bagages à manger. Shut up, boy. You don't know about Dr. Love. All you just want to talk nonsense because I'm on the platform for UWP. C'est moi savent ça qui ici a. Il ça moi engineer certificate pour carpet ride on all these Hoover big ride on. You just go on and scrubbing the building, the road and all them things there. Il savent ça. So let's parler about nom qui primaire par ces autres. Come in a different way. Come in a different level and stand up on your foot as a man because I cannot watch my niece and my grandniece and go to bed with them. Neither my sister kids as my niece as well or my auntie's kids. Never. Because moi toujours do. Depuis moi ça vous c'est famille moi, ma canton mais oh, si nous t'a fait, n'a dou an me sans lampose. Dr. Love ça une l'autre femme. Yes. Mais où ti mal cabrit ça là? Ou en le Facebook? Là, fin nous a dit cool vibes, this vient pour cool vibes. Un file pour moi, tu vas me dire, bah, change, moi, pasteur d'où. Ou ma femme, l'on m'a aidé nuit, hein? Parce que, madame, the wife you get married with for your document to sort out in the United States, her brother is the chairperson for the Micoud South constituency for Prosper, the Labour Party minister. So you are fighting for you to get that pistol and where you have your old house there to fix. so that you can come down. Oh, still pose à descendre. Hein? Garçon femme non marié, moi connaître li bien. Moi connaître qui est-ce qui est premier mari. Moi savent quoi il a arrêté. So pas vinn la garçon. Et c'est pas pas non, moi connaître mon nom, connaître li pour parler opinion. Moi dois savent ça, moi savent. Vous comprenez? I just know what I know. You know? I just know what I know. Des bandes sans honte. Quand vin des chasse, vin des chasse, musique ba ka fait dans pays. Combien moun mort, bon matin moun mort pas vin faire live di quoi pour ça ka fait là pas vle wey. Mais des moye ou des gars fil kon gars fil pour yo c'est Christian, même pas Christian, c'est Christian moi c'est Christian bon Dieu. Des pauvres attaque moi. On prend jour pour routi bay. Moi c'est un flambeau m'a acheté des arguments. I am not doing that. Moi a dit c'est dernier pas miko, dernier m'a dit dernier sauf. OK? Bah moi ça tout ça là tout bay match ici because moi timikou moi. Moi timikou moi tan. Moi timikou moi. Oui moi donc. Moi timikou moi. Timikou moi mon respect là. Mon respect. Et Mr. Clint. Cool vibes. Bon, côté mon respect là à vivre. Moi ka dit ça. Bon, yo savent ça qui fait là ça qui dit c'est vérité. Right? Chaud. Donc, embêtez moi, c'est maman bakala ou la belle mot. Donc, embêtez moi, chay. Oui, non? Vous comprenez? Moi, je suis mikou, moi. Moi, ni respect mikou. Moi, ni respect mikou. Il s'est nommé sans col là. Ok, n'a qui mon Xavier. Ma sa capacité ma tan col là. Ma tan phone là. Moi, ni respect moi mikou. Call try and call again because I was not hearing. Ma gadi. Vous comprenez? Moi, ni respect moi. OK? Ou ka di moi illégal yo di pot moi et qui m'a moi faire violer London. Moi ni vieux passeport là juste toujours 1999. Yes, et après ça 1999 là moi vieux monter, moi vieux descendre. Et moi settle comment pays ya. Moi ta là avant ça. Ou même pas ça descendre Saint-Lucie pour voter yo qui élection de monsieur Devlé. You cannot. You cannot do that, boy. So don't come for me, my friend. Do not come for me. Because when you come for me, I will set my bomb on you. And when I explode, it will be too much for you. There will be no water to out this fire. I tell you, you came from Denry. Must do tout moun ki for me moi Denry, sav. Wherever you say le, be flambeau, must do tout moun ki for me moi Denry, sav. No, not take on. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, you live. Cool
Good morning, doctor. Good day.
How you doing?
Cool vibes.
Yeah, how you doing, my brother?
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
But can I hear you?
I can hear you, my brother. I can hear
Hello.
you. Yes, I can hear you. Why can't you hear me? I can hear you. Everything is working. Hello. I don't know what's going on there. What? I can hear him. Everything is working. Hold on a second. Let me try again. Si phone ça audio and some passe ici dans le phone na boy. But can you hear me, my brother? I was hearing you.
Hello.
Yes, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, my brother. Are you hearing me?
You hearing me now? Yet? Are you hearing me?
Hello.
Yes, my friend. I can hear you loud and clear. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe okay. Or let me see what's going on there. It seems that I'll have to put another number that. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on there, but let me just check this. Because you know already. I check everything this afternoon. The phone line, everything is working, but I don't know what's going on there right now. I cannot hear him. Okay, let me just highlight another number there. Nothing he messy because was have one man alone. Must have fait by Manson Maxwell Kapali. Do cafe life. I will put another number on the system here. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Give me 2 minutes. While I'm doing that, there, guys, I'll play a little music, and then I'll just to get the phone line working because we have 2 lines there. I just need to hook up, put another WhatsApp number on there for the people so that they can call. Okay, so just give me at least 2 minutes while I'm carrying on with this wonderful thing I'm doing here right here. I'm Cool Vibes Radio. Let me play a little song by Morgie for you guys while I'm there. Okay.
I was hired by the intelligence agency to investigate some guys in this land. The result I got was so shocking. So to you this report I bring, because I know you would have called me a liar if I said Pat was prime minister. You see the powers the man possess, putting the whole country in a mess. With such a low intellectual capacity, a senator in fig and copra. So this is why I made this conclusion. He's on the payroll of Chiquita. So when will it be? When will we see them guys there for we? When will we people realize the old damn country they go jeopardize? So Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand, oh Lord put a hand in this side. Após a mal quap susea, capige famali.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay, there's another number on our screen. The first one, if you can try this one, guys, if you're willing to call us to share your views with us on Cool Vibes Radio, you can call this one there, because I think what this phone, I think I sorted it out, but we're still having the issues. But in the meantime, while you're here on Cool Vibes Radio, you can call this number here. It is +4473 50 60 49 56. Try this one here on Cool Vibes Radio. Okay, I know you're having issues, but I don't know what's going on. So then, well, we have a backup. We have a backup until we're gonna resolve another phone, because so remember la money so buy star so I can buy another phone for Cool Vibes. And so naka ban paroles up look it. Okay, donate a phone for the Cool Vibes Radio one. Donate a phone. So ba donate rien. Donate ti ba yon. Demain yo kay di quoi moi ka mande moun ba aller Facebook na mande. Mais oui, si donate ti phone sans ba ou fait by Cool Vibes comment? Donate a phone. Buy a little phone for us so that we can take our live call on Cool Vibes Radio. Saki wrong sir. What wrong with that? Because you are strong, you are a good listener. Okay? So, ladies, Mama Flambeau, moi blaise ko pona ti bay. Nou ka wè sa ki ka fait en pays Saint-Lucie. Nou ka senti sa ki ka fait là. Min si nou pa là. Mais sa ki la ka senti. Sa ki la ka plewe. Life man, there's another number that you can call as well, because I know you're always having some great contribution. The first one on the screen. +44 73 50 60 49 56. Try this one. Okay? At the end of the day, when things happening like that, and you seeing that you have a leader of the opposition and other members, candidate, deputies, they all are singing the same song to tackle the crime in St. Lucia. At least we know we cannot stop the crime from happening, but we'll put things into measure. When will this prime minister come and say, listen, this is the law today. I am implementing in my country, sweet St. Lucia, Helen of the West, to get it back. Qui joue Philippe ou kay fait ça ban nous souple? Mais on y de toi rien du tout. Qui ka wete diaspora ka même ka wete Canada mais week London ko yo ya. Yo ka fait rien qui bêtise ko yo ka parler bêtise. La pa ni pogwe, la pa ni succès, en parmi ces bail là yo ka parler ya. Ça yo ka fait c'est pour mettre l'autre moun à terre. Depuis yo tena flambeau di en bagay, yo ka vini vindou standard. Garçon moi c'est un homme qui a talk show host le jeudi. Moi c'est un DJ, moi c'est un présentateur. C'est le jeudi tout seul. Ouvre le tackle, moi là tous les jours qu'on new spin. Ou quand un monde qui est new spin, they call it new spin. And when they call new spin, you could hear it from the people that they are against what's going on in St. Lucia. That doesn't mean you all think new spin is only for Flambeau. Maybe that's where the people are seeing the vision. That's why they're hearing good things. Because they say the most money talk show in the world. Mais oui, c'est legal. Moi ici, à mon moniteur tout, oui, because le jeudi même, avant jour, veille, you have load up ici à respect à la Cool Vibes Radio, oui. Oui. Eh bien, non, moi, soudi Hanson Baligal in Brooklyn, ma connaître Zafay. Ou la emporte un chien ni pour porto, because un chien yo, c'est un chien ka opon là. Non, c'est Hanson James. Ma connaître non. Bon, pas vin parler bêtises, ou ka hand block là bien face là. Eh bien, dis pas tackle moi. Eh bien, dis descend cette ici. Allez représenter quoi pour un petit morceau à côté vieux Kailia pour ça vendre bay. OK? Si Hanson Baligal, si c'est vrai, il pas faire échec qui c'est ben chanting. Pas vinn couvert moun là non moi. Because c'est un chien ni un profile picou, il semble c'est un chien hier ou ka parler con chien là. So pas faire moi douce parole ça pour dire à condé bagay. Pas vinn faire ces bêtises ça. Zo ka vinn fake. Do not come fake Don't come here fake, because everybody that responding to the message there and replying. Hello, my brother, can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Phone here. Hello, my brother, can you hear me? Hello? Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on because let me try again. What's going on there? Everything is okay. Phone, everything. Yes, my brother, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think I was the one who had the problem here. I just realized something.
Yeah. I just wanted to make a correction with you. I'm not life man. I'm Sean. Sean.
Okay, Sean. Sorry.
That's not life man. I don't know which one is that, but I'm Sean.
Sorry, because when we see the thing is on the Google, once the person number is on there, it coming up as that's what it is. So I see it as that. I don't save numbers on there when they call, unless I have a few people that I save their number because.
Well, anyway, my brother, we're not going to deep in that. I'm just to let you know. I called you the last time and I told you that there is a mass extinction of our population happening right before our eyes. And I told you the population is not 180,000 again. You remember we had that discussion?
Yes, we do. I remember.
And this week, the Prime Minister came out and confirmed to us that there is a mass extinction of our population. And the reason why he said that, it was not for the benefit of St. Lucia, He said that because he wanted to put in a unemployment benefit scheme. And a reporter asked him, how do you intend on funding that insurance scheme you're trying to put into place? Because we do not have the pool of taxpayers to do that. So he said that he's going to tackle small businesses like people that do their hair, their nails, and all those different things. So basically, going to tax the entire population to fund that program. But what he didn't tell us is that the real people who is going to be funding that are the new people who are holding our CIP passport.
Hold on, Sean, hold on. I need to make a point of correction there. There's a guy there called Anson James. According to the way you come, my brother. So I do apologize because, I apologize. I'm Richard Frederick. But I do apologize to you. Anson James, you say you vote UWP and I see your comment in the chat room. So I do apologize to you. All right, Missy, say, next time, don't come like that, eh? Do not come like that next time. Hold on, Sean. Don't come like that next time. Because when you come in like that, my friend, you know what you're doing. You're already making my head swell, okay? Okay? So, next time, do not come like this, okay? All right, okay. Carry on, Sean. All right. Yeah, my caller.
Yeah. So, the real people, while our population is on the verge of extinction, a mass extinction, this is very important because that is something we cannot change, my brother. You understand? Okay. And the reason why we cannot change it is not a quick fix for you to generate thousands and thousands of young people for the next coming decades. That is impossible. If people are not making babies now, just no 50 years later they will have no babies. So Philip J.P. master plan and his cabinet of destruction makers are let us sell as much passports as we can. And people that we are selling those passports for our friends. And in the next 2 to 3 decades, those people will vote for the St. Lucia party. Now, that is something that is very serious. You know why I'm telling you this right now, my brother? Recently, the Prime Minister passed a law to put back the 10 years visa. But remember, the St. Lucia party will remove it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And when it was the United Workers Party who put it 10 years ago, the 10-year visa, a couple of years ago, it was about $80 about there. Now it's $200 and something. Picture you now, my brother. You're a millionaire, but you're living in Dubai, or you're living in Singapore, or you're living in Shanghai or Hong Kong, and you acquire a visa from St. Lucia. That is an investment for you and your family, that you have access to different countries you didn't have access for. And you buy a package of 4, or you buy 2 packages. So each packages have 4 citizenship. So that's state citizenship. And you write to the CIP department and say, but look, I made an investment over about $2 million to your country. And every 5 years, I have to leave my business, and probably I might be all in Russia, in Siberia, in Russia, and I have to live there to play a plane ticket to come to St. Lucia to renew it or wherever they're doing it. That is not economical for the millionaires and the elite.
True.
So they had no choice to put it back to 10 years because it would be more of a flexibility for the millionaires that have our passports. Now, mind you, we have over $1 billion worth of US. That's a big beef from the US.
I'm listening.
We sold over $1 billion over passports, and that $1 billion is missing today. And we're still selling passports away from that $1 billion that is missing. So in all, we don't know how many people actually have the St. Lucian citizenship or the OACS citizenship. So this all what I'm trying to gather up there for you and the listeners is basically the same thing that we are fighting for our country, and we love our country, Maybe 40 years it wouldn't even be our country.
True.
You understand?
True.
So when people like Asen, I'm speaking in America for their personal benefits. We are here speaking not for our personal benefit, but for the benefits of for the future generations of our country.
Oh yes.
You understand?
Oh yes.
You know one thing I can say, my brother. Sometimes I go on the bay and I look at the bay. Or I go to the place and I look at that and I say, boy, you know, most of those buildings and most of this land, most of all those different things are owned by foreigners. And you know which government that sold the most land and most of our resources to foreigners was the St. Lucia Labour Party and Kenny Anthony. Still to this day, when you're going down Poile, that hotel there, that is what Kenny, that's what Kenny did to us. That is the hotel you see that decaying. That is how our country is decaying. Most of the young people are dying today are born, apart from the man that died there today because that's an elder man. But most of the people that are dying are born from the 95, 97, 96, 98, all the way to the 2000, 2003. Those children are children of the Kenny Anthony and the St. Lucia Labour Party era. Because the St. Lucia Labour Party had 15 years. Look, Philip Jip, they're going to make 20 years of that decade, that millennium, the 2000 millennium, 97 going on to 2005. 20 years of that, 2 years was Kenny Anthony and Philip Jip there. Okay? So now, the politics, the Kenny-nomics has come to a abrupt end.
Yeah.
And it is not a day course, you know, because those men are living, those men on the verge of retirement. Look, Kenny get Meg like a one already.
True.
Philip JP on the verge of retirement. All those people I'm talking to are on the verge of retirement.
True.
30 years from now, you think Kenny Anthony and Philip JP know the people that sold those passports for, or when they see know the people that sold those passports for, what those people going to do with our country? And our population is in the first massive. Why do you think Donald Trump is deporting people like that? Because they realize if we continue that trend, they will have more immigrants or more foreigners than the American people itself. In other words, or the white American. So in other words, the white American has the majority when it comes to politics, and then the mixed races coming together to balance the power. But now, if we continue at that trend of immigration and mixed cultures coming in the country, then they'll have less white people to vote, and then they'll have less of a political power and less of an economic power. Now, in terms of St. Lucia, how many St. Lucians actually have economic power in this country? I respect the Syrians, I respect the Chinese, I respect everyone that can do business in our country, to make our country better and want to live and contribute to our economy and our growth. But what I do not stand for is another race, another body of people are slowly eating up our economy, are slowly buying up all the parcels of land in our country. And somebody like me do not have land yet. How many young people do not have land yet? Now, they want people to make children. Why they don't tell us the young people, they're going to build apartment buildings for us. And if we make a child, they're going to give us apartment in the building. And then you can motivate us to make children because we have a secret, we know we have our house. We don't have to pay rent. And rent in St. Lucia is the highest in the whole world. Rent in St. One bedroom apartment in St. Lucia is about $1,200 a month.
True.
And the people still want to tell you how to live your life, and you pay $1,800 for your apartment, you know.
Yep.
My brother.
Yeah.
The conditions of housing in our country, around the country. If you see the conditions, you don't have to go far look at it Africa to see what is poverty. Come in St. Lucia and see what is poverty. Go in Marsha, go in Cashew Central, go in Dewford, Pinimang, go anywhere they have a St. Lucia, they have a party stronghold. Just go in those places. Go on the other side of the support there, wherever I'm full of show. Go full of show and see the disaster that there with how much crackheads all over the place and all abandoned houses. That is what SLP is about for you, my brother. So when I tell you those guys on a mass thing to sell, just sell our seaports, sell our airport. Sell all our lands, for under the prices. They themselves building schemes so they themselves can collect thousands and thousands of parcels of land for themselves, their friends, and their families. How can a minister tell two ministers, Joachim and Richard, go down Kalisa, to us all kind of people on the internet of how they're going to build the condos. But they like to build no condos. And you know those guys pitching out there so much. You know the fellas building condos for themselves before they build the condos for the people. They promise the people they're going to build the condos for. They see the condos going to cost about $10 million. They gave you the $10 million. Today, you have condos building for yourself, but you have the condos not in Kalisak. My brother? Those guys are on a mass execution of our people. And then they're giving thousands and thousands of different people our passports, bring down the value of our passport, bring down the value of our country.
After you end your conversation there, I need to put something straight in the chat room there regarding this guy, Anson James. I think he misunderstood. He writes something and he misunderstood it, and I take him on. So I want him to know that. Check what you write first before when you type in things, caller, hold on a second. When you are typing things, we all make mistakes. Sometimes it happened to me as well and everybody else. When you are typing things in the chat room, in the chat room on the platform, before you select to send, go back and read what you write. So then if you make a mistake, you can easily delete it. But it's according to what you write, my brother. That's why I take you on.
What did he say?
I think he says Anson is not illegal in America. He's not illegal. He was supposed to say that Anson is illegal, or because of what we. But his name self is Anson James. So at the end of the day, when I see you write that, so at the end of the day, I take him on because I have my eyes open everywhere. Because listen, I don't have one thing. I monitor in YouTube, Facebook. Plus we have the live TV channel online on our radio website. I'm monitoring. I've got the Radio Garden, the radio app, plus the website. So I've got a lot of things in front of me here. Plus I've got. The amount of devices I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 devices me alone to monitor here. So I'm seeing what I'm seeing. You understand? 11 devices. It's not easy, you know. So go on and go. Yeah.
But you see, but that is a great job you're doing, my brother.
Thank you.
And you know, people like Alson, whatever his name is in America. I would just consider those people are some of the contributors to the problems that we're facing in our country today. Those people live in the diaspora where they see building skyscrapers as tall as the Mississippi River. Those guys seeing metropolitans, trains passing underground. Those guys have seen a life that they have never seen before, and yet still they're trying to keep us solutions who understand.
But caller, listen to that. Listen to that. Let me engage in that. It's the same thing I'm talking about. I am here. Why I'm staying there right where I am located there right now, my location. I am in between of, like, say, I could say about maybe 5 train station or 6 train station. The bus is running just there. I don't have far to go. Bus is running at the top of the road there. NHS, healthcare, is just down there. I don't have far to go. So if I am I don't have far to go to these things here. Why do you think that I will not want the same thing for St. Lucia? And these guys who protesting and seeing that we don't have hospital like this area there, right? Anson Maxwell and all the rest. They're saying that they're in America, even though they're illegal in the place. You know, they're illegal, you know. They're not legal. They're illegal. They're still having to see their doctor in a different way, to see the doctor free or maybe pay for their meds. And these guys still don't think, you know, they don't think the tactics of Alan Shastney was bringing when it comes to healthcare in St. Lucia. Hey, Graham, there's a guy there. I'm gonna have to. No. You can't be doing this. This is not. This is not what you expect in here, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
Let me just block because you can't be swearing here. Sorry. It's not music day today. You can't be swearing. I don't like that. Sorry. I respect you, but sorry. Yeah. Okay. Go on then, caller. Yeah. Go on then. Yeah.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah.
So like I was telling you, my brother, the whole situation that what I tried to bring across is the CIP program need to be disbanded. We have to get rid of it. And last time I called you and I told you about we can go into a field of leverage by investments. Remember I talked about that, but I'm not going to go into it today.
Yeah, we did. We did actually. We did. I remember you said that. Yeah.
Okay. And the problem is we have a government that would do anything to protect the victory. Remember I tell you that. And I keep on saying it, and people not understanding the situation when you sell your citizenship. Because all right, for example, America. Before you go in America, you have to get a visa to go to America, right?
Yeah.
And then if you stay in America for a certain amount of time, they might give you a green card. That same green card doesn't give you the ability to vote. And then after the green card, probably they give you another set of things before you get a citizenship to become American.
I think
right?
I think it started with a visa first, and then from a visa to a green card. From the green card, you apply for citizenship. That's how it started. Because here in the UK, it started from visa to ILR, which is indefinite to remain. When you get your indefinite, if you want to apply for citizenship, you can. But if you have your ILR, you can do as much as somebody who's citizen as well, because you have indefinite to remain. You know, it will tell you have no limit to stay in the UK. You can stay as much as you want. But if you want to get your proper citizenship, like to have your British passport and things like that, you still have to go through the procedure. You have to do another.
How long that process just take normally and for normal person? Like how many years?
Well, I will tell you, to my knowledge, what I know and what I'm aware of, it take you 6 years. A 2 years visa for the first time when you enter. If you enter as a for work permit and you decided to apply for another 2 years again, your work permit, and then you apply again when you're gonna apply for the third time for another 2 years, which they can either negotiate whether you can get indefinite leave to remain or give you another visa for another 2 years, and then you can apply for ILR. Okay, settlement. Okay, but once you married, it becoming the same thing. It gives you a 6 years procedure because you have to get 2 years visa, 2.5 years, another 2, and then another 2 again. So you have to run a 6 years contract, and all that is taking money. Normally, sometimes with everything, when you have to let me just give you the statistics of that because I am aware of that. I know. Every time you
give viewers a the difference between we selling our visa for $100,000 and the process to get citizenship and the process in those countries to get your citizenship.
But actually, when you have indefinite leave to remain and you want after 2 years or 3 years or whatever, after a year and 6 months or whatever, it depends. You can apply for your settlement, to a British passport, but it will cost you money. I think it's about £1,300. You pay that. If you want to go through Home Office directly, you pay that. But if you have to go through a lawyer, you still have to pay the lawyer another $1,300, $1,400. So you're looking on almost $2,600 sometimes. A lot of money is going on. You understand? But then it's still not worth the amount of money that we sell in one passport in St. Lucia. It's still not worth it. You're still paying more money for a passport. They still sell our passport for more money. That's what it is, No,
but the thing is, they sell a passport for more money.
Yes.
But if a British man has to sell his passport, a British man like a Trump, and you get a Trump card for $5 million, or British passport for $2 million, and then you come around and you sell our passport for $100,000 or $200,000.
Well,
right? What's the worth of it? What's the value of that?
Well,
what's the process people have to go to get a visa from America or Canada or any one of those countries? And then for you now, just come and just sell our passport. And while our people just dying like flies, and those people, from them they get our passport.
Well,
because when you get the citizenship from England, you're not eligible to vote for right away,
No.
When those people get our passport, they're eligible to vote right away,
Well, to me, I know in England, once you in the system and you have, how I know it works, if you have a 2-year visa and you're married, which calls the spouse visa, there are certain things you can claim and certain things you can't claim when you're on the spouse visa. And I don't even think
you get.
I don't even think you have a chance. You'll get your NI national insurance number, but I don't even think that you have the right to vote when you just have it. You have to. I think you have the right to vote. Yes, you can vote when you have. You can vote. Yeah.
You get a work permit to work, You give them the basic things, try to go to school, and those different things. But all of the process, we can say that process to get your permanent residency in America or any of those countries will take you roughly about 10 years.
Well, I
10,
don't...
10, 12 for the whole process.
Now listen, I know you have been there, and I'm sure that some people trying to call, but I need to take on a program here this afternoon. You know what we have to do? Like I said to you, man, one of these days, you have to try and settle things better. Then we can be. I want you to be on that. I will want you to be on the life. Maybe you'll have to wait for when I come on the island. When I reach on the island. Yeah, because
for next week Thursday.
I definitely need to meet up with you because you a man can share a lot of vibes with me, and you can write things down for me, so I can do a readout and then put things into put things together. And then I can have a great program because
I'll start sending you some documents that we can go over, and then that will help the show as well and the listeners to educate them because that cannot work like that, my brother.
I will only ask you the question. I will only ask the question, and you can talk to the people because you sounds very good of what you do. You know anyway, and I have to give you the compliment on that because to hear you and sharing as a young man. So at the end of the day, it's people like you. We really need to be pushing out things to make people understand what's going on in the country. Okay, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Okay then. Okay. All right, my brother. Take care of yourself. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye bye. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. We have a little pause, but the other number, I think it's working now. So, guys, there's two numbers on the screen. Whichever one you you choose to call, you can call. Let me make a little point clear because we flabos, we like to make things clear and make things right. And I understand you, Anson James, and I did apologize to you again, my brother. Okay, I can see your comment in the chat room, so I do apologize to you. And if you people that misunderstood, but maybe you had the wrong thing, you write the wrong thing down. But don't worry about that, my brother. We all love her, and we always give you the love. What is that? Whatever I said earlier on is because of what I did see, and I'm very ticklish when it comes to that, bro. Sorry to tell you, I'm like a leaf. If you bend me, that's mean I'm gonna bleed. You understand? That's how it is. But I do apologize. But to make it clear, here on Cool Vibes Radio, let's go back to St. Lucia and think of our healthcare, the crime things happening, the supermarket. When you walk into the supermarket, it is chaos, And the reason why it's chaos, and the same set of people that you're hearing, that bossing Philip J. Pierre is a good government. He governing the country nice. Everything is okay. Give him another chance. I hear a lady call. I think she is an ex-teacher. And she called. I was scrolling on Facebook and then NBC in the morning program. You know them two guys. I will not mention this guy's name because to me, it don't worth it to me. So, and I had the lady saying that in times of Flambeau, if John Compton as a teacher, John Compton called them greedy. He called them that. He tell them that they're greedy. And then when it comes to Kenny and Tony, when Kenny Labour Party come to government, that's when teacher get a raise. Yes, I can understand what you said. But you cannot tell me you was Flambeau all that time. Because of a little raise you get, you move from Flambeau to Labour. Today you are a retired teacher. And you see in the pension you getting under the Labour Party you supporting. And yet still. Okay, hold on. Urban Jean-Marie qui Saint Martin. Navin pour Match Cool Vibes. Au Lyon sorti. Urban, c'est où qui dans les MBC? Ou mal parlé maman Marie qui sort au Lyon. Où ça qui laisse qui papa, right? John Fifin qui papa ou. Garçon ou insulté maman. Seul bail ou pas tant fait maman, c'est mouton les douilles. Bon ou Saint Martin ou sans bouc fou. Ou la djan là où y a Urban Jean-Marie. Ou pas have qui side ou y pas vinn la parler bêtise dit Match Cool Vibes. Ti bail ou c'est famille moi. On y casse gros maman. Doyle c'est pas gros papa ou. Mettez quoi bien because Doyle c'est gros tonton moi. Bon m'm ka tout avant. Because ou pas pièce non moi nous ma haba on souffler. Mais quoi bien ti bail. You understand what I'm telling you? Urban Jean-Marie, he's John Fifin au Lyon. Et qui Marie. Jean-Marie. OK? Tish Anika. Ka e ou c'est Tish Fifin. Et Gabou. Mais quoi bien ti bail. So moi haba moun tout describe ou pas vinn parler bêtise da ti bail. Mais quoi bien on senti bouk fou. Ou aller MBC ou mal parler maman ou dit maman ka gage fait tout bail. Quand ça pas vinn faire bêtise ça. Ou pas vinn là encore. Ou pas give a F même ou pas vinn là encore viol. Ou ka henni parole man te ou l'autre côté ko di jukba. Pas vinn ici à. On sorti quand parler bêtise. Ti bay. Asa bouk ça. Et non même bloc qui doit parler bêtise because man te ou senti lever des maman ou maman à la MBC dit tout monde d'abord tout bagay tout ça ou fait Urban Jean-Marie. Vous comprenez? Au lieu de sortir, il faut me mouiller. Personne ne peut pas faire ça. Vous comprenez? Pas de parler bêtises ici. Ok? So, toutes ces bêtises ça qu'a fait. Yo, moi yo désolé, c'est tes élèves là qui pas nan, monsieur ka fou. Moi monsieur Mikou la dernière fois là am Willis. Monsieur Sandy Bouk fouté Saint Martin descend là yo vieux. Tu pas bien cause bien. Ça tout ça di bay ça qui quitte cette ici. Et kay fait quim dans l'autre pays, ka bay cette ici vieux non. Et flambeau ka try fini pour manger c'est bay ça. Les ont fini because labor legalize criminality bazot. Because premier ministre dit I know who's behind the crime scene. Pas fini si a faire bêtise non moi. La pas de monde m'a couvert depuis mon raison après so face. Ça qui plus face plaisir moi c'est moi-même. Moi ka dire ça hein. Mais cause bien Pas fin la vin faire les bêtises di bay. Ou c'est tiche Anika di bay. Ni cité ka crier moi. Un madame qui te nous espé au lion, gap au lion. Et grand papa ou doil, c'est de moi ka ton doil. So be careful ti bay. Bon, great grand nous. Grand papa ou. Bon, pas vin faire les bêtises. Moi connais maman l'autre side. Moi connais l'autre side là. So pas vin la faire bêtises. Ou Saint Martin, ay mande maman pardon. Ay mande maman pardon. On sait les bassas, on attaque le monde n'importe man pas manger qu'à tackle ici à soir sur radio ça. Moi qui maintain ça di bay. OK? Say yo même we when we check our country, this morning there St. Lucia wake up in a sad moment. And in the sad moment that St. Lucia wake up because a lot of people been shocked to hear certain things happen. This young man get murdered by gun. A minibus driver have a family. It is sad. All we asking is to bring back Tyson, but they kill Tyson. Will you think the French will give us another dog again? And that's the second dog y'all have been mishandling in St. Lucia. Y'all heard it, the man did said it. That's the second time that's been happening. Y'all had a dog before Tyson. And Tyson discovered so much guns and ammunition and bullets and everything. Massive he discovered. Because you know what? Somebody lost their money somehow. And they are aware of this. Who was it sent to? Who was the sender? And who was the receiver? Nobody knows. But y'all killed Tyson. Because y'all know Tyson was working. St. Lucia would have been great again. According to a Calypsonian, St. Lucia is great again. But St. Lucia is not great under the song that you sing for your party. Okay, educator. St. Lucia will be great again when we take down the Labour Party into the drain and bring back the UWP to lead the country and bring back everything to normal. Right now, Helen is calling for mercy. I don't know why I'm missing the call, but I think somebody, let me try and get him there. I don't know what's going on. Maybe. Hello, my brother, can you hear me? I don't think this is passing now. Hold on a second. Let me just check something there. Today we have difficulties. Can you hear me, my brother?
I can hear you, man.
You can hear me? Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I think we had issues on the other side. There's one of the line has a problem. Go on, talk to me.
I heard you say just earlier that you're not blaming the SFP for crime.
Did I say that? Is that what you heard?
I think that's what I heard.
No, I didn't say I'm not blaming SLP for crime. Sorry, if I say something like that, maybe I'll have to go back to this recording. Maybe I have to go back to the live. Anyway, carry on. Don't worry. I can defend that.
Because I'll say this to you. If that's what I heard,
it doesn't matter.
My question to you, if you're not blaming SLP, who else to be blamed?
Well, I can't blame myself. I cannot blame myself.
Bottom line, sir. SLP is to be blamed for the crime, okay?
Yes.
SLP is to be blamed. When they came in, the scanners got sabotaged. Got sabotaged, right?
Yeah.
And then they got rid of dogs. The canines.
I'm listening.
And last but not least, Tyson was killed. Do you really believe that SFP want to control crime? Do you really believe that?
I don't think so.
What are you people saying? No, Don't blame SLP for this. Don't blame SLP. Don't give no damn about crime.
I wish they do.
You got to scan. If you care about crime, okay. You got scanners. England has scanners too. The first world countries have scanners. Did they get rid of dogs? Did they get rid of dogs? They have dogs too. They have canines.
True.
Did they get rid of canines?
No.
And this idiot talking about, oh, we got the scanners. So we don't need the dogs. Let me tell you what I think. This is organized crime.
True.
I think this is organized crime. You ain't gotta be no rocket scientist. You chief of security, and you say to me, you got canine dogs that could do a thousand things that the average human being, you'll get rid of your dogs?
No, you can't.
Why you gonna get rid of dogs? Because the dogs is cramping your style. That's why you gonna get rid of dogs. That's the only reason. When they poison Tyson, or when they kill Tyson, Tyson gonna get away. Tyson, let's make a big hall with endless guns, endless bullets, endless money. They say no. They had to put a hit on Tyson's head. That's not gonna crime. No, I know what solutions fussing about. And then they're telling y'all, we don't know what's going on. Okay, these dogs, it's only certain people that deal with those dogs, not the average policeman that deals with those dogs.
True.
The average policeman don't deal with those dogs. They have their own what they call it. What the name for them? It's either one or two caretakers they got.
Yes, yeah. And plus they have a lot of protection anyway. They have the taser, they have everything.
And you telling me you're telling me it could take it 10 years to find out, and along with a postmortem you can find out how the dog die? Who do you think you're talking to? That guys ain't got no respect for y'all. No respect for solutions. That solutions are dumb. Which I think solutions are dumb.
Not all.
I heard this.
Not all. I'm to be honest, not all.
Majority of solutions are dumb.
No. Well, you can say majority, but I know I'm not. Not the people.
Now, let me tell you something. As most majority of solutions, SFB has been in power more times than Flobo.
Okay, let me tell you something.
And SFB has just been giving talk, promises. Promise the promised land for 1,000 years.
Let me tell you.
SFB does hardly do anything for solutions.
Let me tell you.
Keep solutions in the slums and in the ghettos and stuff. That's what they do.
Let me tell you, handlers. Sorry. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You see, when you come to the dam, don't say majority. Don't say the SLP supporter. Those who vote the SLP are dumb. Because those who vote the United...
But they have Flobos that vote for them too?
But you call them dumb because that's what they went. They went Labour. They went to Labour. That's what they are. You call the SLP voters and supporters dumb, but not the Flobo.
How can the man go vote for SLP? Every day they tell you the same dumb... SLP, listen to me. Solutions are the easiest people to fool.
Some of them.
Solutions, they fool solutions with the same thing every election.
Listen to me, Mr. Barbuda. I defending my people in solutions, especially my Flambo.
I'm not defending them, no.
No, I defending them. You know why
I'm not defending them. What the Americans are doing right now, I love it.
Well, to be honest with you, it's Donald Trump, it's his country. But to be
Trump
honest,
should be charging them. Trump should be charging them $10 million for visa.
Listen to my point.
For the dumbness.
Listen to my point. There are people who supporting the UWP, who is in America, and they are awaiting of the document to be fixed. Some of them are looking to see how they can fix them themselves.
I understand all that. Yes, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand all that, sir. I live in this world too, you know. I live in this world. Peter Pan for fall now. Because the dumb stupidity they've been doing over and over for years.
But
with that SFP Mongoose gang.
I know.
Drumbeat government.
I know. Listen, I have something against the SLP, but I don't have hate against them. I have something against them because of the way they run in the country and the people who supporting them with all these misconduction and all them things there. But I will not.
They could never run a country. That's something new. They could never run a country.
Well, they're not running.
They could never run a country.
Yeah, but they can never run it. But the people still...
The reason why they keep voting for Labour is because y'all keep making excuse for them.
No, listen.
And you're saying no, they made a mistake. What mistake? What they made?
But
They're just dumb.
nobody's listen to me. You know, I understand when you're saying this because they come with the tactics of giving money. St. Lucia need money in that time that COVID just, COVID was there, people was struggling, those who were working, farmers was taking blows, they can't get away to sell their crop and there was no much crop in there. So all these things there, and they know Alan Chastney was doing so much with the UWP and because of the time of COVID. So the Labour Party come with that tactics, just driving to the people because they only win by 47,000 votes. Okay, or 48,000. So let's work on these things there. And there is a lot of people due to the COVID, they did not go out there and vote. So this become what it becomes there. You understand? I can understand the Labour Party win 15 seats or 14 seats or whatever they win, but I will not say that every St. Lucian they are stupid. No, I will not.
Listen to me. Listen to me. That's a figure of speech.
I know.
A figure of speech.
Yeah, but listen to me, Mr. Bobuda. I respect your opinion. But when you say it like that, other people is thinking away. They are thinking away.
Hold on. Stop. Pull your brakes. Don't take your pants off. Let me say this to you, man. Don't run away from the point. When you have a prime minister that come and tell you, I know who the murderers are.
But listen to
a
that.
prime minister tell you that.
Well, I talk about it here.
And nothing being done about it. And he walk in the street and St. Lucia's still saying, oh, he's the best. Oh, he's good, he's good, man, they're good. All kind of nonsense. All kind of rubbish. Well, where in the world a prime minister can say, I know who the murderers are, and don't get called in.
But listen to that.
You think Trump or any of those, or Stammer, any of them guys to say that nonsense and walk the street?
Listen to me, Mr. Babida. Don't you think of what Philip JP said there? I'm just asking a question. I put in a question into you. Don't you think what he says that he knows behind the crime scene in St. Lucia? Don't you think one of his ministers must have called him and tell him that was not a good speech? Don't you think so? I'm just asking. But listen to that again. Don't you think Philip JP have not realized when he go back and watch that recording, when people have been talking about it, that too, hey, he said that himself? Don't you think when he said that that's not your business, that they have played that clip for him? So is it another Philip JP? So that's what I'm saying.
Have you ever heard about apologize for anything?
No, but the man said,
Have you ever heard about apologize for anything?
But the only apologize I heard is the free word, I apologize. Free words, which is 2 words. That's the only one I heard. So that's what I'm saying to you. Philip JP is listen to that. Philip JP is stupid among his own self, and what he does now, in your belief and what you're saying, I can understand that. I can hear it in your voice.
And it's not only him. It's not only him.
No, it's not only him, but is his cabinet, is his ministers.
His cabinet, as the other cabinet, they agree with everything he says and do.
No.
They agree with everything he says and do.
But listen to the same thing again. Do you listen to the Rev of St. Lucia this morning with Titus Sprayville and Spider Moon?
I listen to some. I listen to all.
Okay, well I would tell you something. Let me tell you what happened there. Philip JP, he cannot do what he want to do. He is not capable, and he don't have the capacity to do what he have to do. He's been controlling by other ministers.
Oh Lord, that's his business. That's not my business. I put you there as prime minister. That's his business. That's not my business. But I ain't put you there to be a what do you call a show boy. I put you there to lead.
But
don't give me that kind of excuse. Don't give me that excuse. If you can't, hold on. If you can't lead, you can't do the job. Get out.
I understand. But I've been talking about it all the time. He's not right for the job. He's not fit for the job. But you understand what I'm saying to you? But then again, my problem is the people who vote for him because of the confusion in time of COVID, they call election in 2021, July the 26th, 2021.
Hold on. Did anybody make an excuse for the world's greatest leaders to honor Michael Chastney? Did anybody make any excuse for the world's greatest leader? First of all, why did they remove the great man to honor Michael Chastney from being the leader of the country? Why? Why? Tell me why.
Because of hate. Because of the hate they come out with, Mr. Bermuda. They come out with hate. They said a lot of things. They even wanted to make me believe that who Alan Chastney was. And there was even people that I know, I was even depending on them to be who they are as a candidate for the United Workers' Party. And I still hear words of them that they're against Alan Chastney for what? And they cannot tell me. So that's the reason why.
They cannot tell you? So what does that tell you?
But listen to that. Listen to that.
What does that tell you, sir? What does that tell you, sir?
Yeah, but it's
before you go on to the next point. What does that tell you, sir?
Because of hate. Because they don't like him because of he's a white man. That's what was going on. Because they're thinking that
and we have a bunch of black men that's the worst. I have never seen slavery, per se, until I have never seen slavery until I see this communist SFP Mongoose gang in action.
I understand that, Mr. Brother.
They are the ultimate slave masters of the 21st century.
Listen to me.
They are the ultimate slave masters of the 21st century.
Let me tell you something. Let me make you understand me, and I'll tell you exactly what it is on Cool Vibes Radio. I allowed you. I like yours. There's a lot of the comment, the opinion you sharing. It's excellent. It's good. Very nice. But my only problem is, you see, calling all St. Lucians stupid. I am against it, and I'm telling you straight. I speak my mind. I am not stupid. I'm St. Lucian. I don't expect my granddaughter or my grandson in St. Lucia or my daughter, any member of my family, are stupid. Maybe
I'm gonna ask you a question.
If I have to answer, I'll answer.
A lot of gambling goes on in England, right?
Sorry?
A lot of gambling. You're a betting man. I think a lot of gambling goes on in England.
Well, I go to the betting shop now.
Okay.
I put my little bet and come out.
What's the odds you think of SLP regaining power the next election? What do you think the odds will be?
Well, my odds are 20 to 1. If a horse is running at 20 to 1 and I put 20 pounds, I expect to get big money if the horse plays first.
I ask you, what's the odds of the SLP regaining power?
What's the odds?
The next election. Yeah, what do you think the odds would be?
Well, to be honest, my odds is we taking all 17 seats. That's my odd.
Okay, nice to hear that.
That's my odd. That
I would love that. You know, I would love that. But you know what?
Yeah.
I won't bet a DSU on that, man.
Okay.
I won't bet a DSU. I would love to see the great man Sir Michael Shasta back to the hell of my country.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, I won't bet a DSU on. Mm-hmm. Not a DSU, not a penny, not a yin, not a Chinese yin.
Let me give you.
Because when you deal with stupid people, you can expect stupid things.
Let me give you my point on the question that I answered you there. All how I watch somebody trying to call it, but after we'll take that call from that person. You know, all how I watch the caliber of the candidate that the United Workers Party have bringing. Honestly speaking, I see these guys. Oh, I think we lost you, caller. We lost the caller there. I think. Okay, the call failed. I don't know what's going on there, but we lost the caller there anyway. All how I look at it. Sorry about that, Mr. Bibida. Somebody was trying to call, and I think that we lost connection with that person. We lost connection with you, and I don't know why, because what happened there when someone is on the call and somebody's trying to call. So, number is still there. I think you can call us on the normal number, not the first one, the second one, because we got a system working right now. +44793355846. Okay, everything. Sorry about that, my brother. Somebody was trying to call, and I think the call ended because I think.
Tell that person to take a break, man. Tell that person to take a break.
No, but listen to that. Let me tell you something. No, people, I give in a lot of time for people to call. I'm gonna be honest with you. I give in everybody the X amount of time. But if I see somebody has spent 15-20 minutes on the show, and somebody else is trying to give a point, I got to, because listen, it is 5 minutes to 9 o'clock. I am here until 10 o'clock. I need to hear people's views because this is radio. I can't give allowed one person. I had the first caller that he was there for the longest while. When somebody going to call us, I say, listen, somebody trying to call us on the line. Let's have this person's opinion because he have been sharing views with us. But let me tell you, let me make my. Oh. Can I take that call, Mr. Bobida, while you listen on the other side, because this person trying to reach us? Is that okay? And then,
do your own thing. Do your own thing.
Okay then, all right. Okay then, yeah. Let me take this call. Hello, good afternoon, you live Cool Vibes Radio. Hello, my brother, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. No.
Hello, good afternoon. How you doing, Clint?
I'm doing fine. Well, your volume was a bit high at the back here in the background, so if you can lower it down a bit.
You sound a bit distant.
Yeah, can you hear me now? You can hear me better?
I hear you, but okay, no problem.
No, is it distorted on the other side, or is it? Can you hear me?
No, it's not distorted. It's just a little bit distant. It's very clear. When I say very clear, but low.
Oh, very low. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, not very low, low.
Okay.
But anyway,
you can hear me better.
good
now?
afternoon,
You
good
can-
evening to you, and good afternoon, good evening to all your listeners.
Yeah. Good.
And I just wanted to make a contribution. And what I wanted to say, Dr. Love, is that at the end of the day, we are all St. Lucians.
Definitely, we are.
And some of us decide to vote the United Workers' Party,
Yeah.
and some decide to vote for the Labour Party.
Exactly.
And a majority decide not to vote at all.
Yep.
Right? Now, those who do not vote the way we vote, we cannot insult them.
No, we can't.
That's their opinion.
True.
Because we don't like that they would insult us because we're not voting where they vote.
Yep.
It's a choice.
True.
And God created us human beings and gave us choice.
Definitely.
Those who want to sin, those who want to live righteously. And similarly, democracy is a mirror of God's creation.
Yep.
You can choose where you want to be. I don't condone anybody calling St. Lucian stupid or whatever.
That well, I second the motion, and I will talk about I that's it, because I will not say St. Lucian. I will say some of them, they vote the Labour Party, and some of them are very stupid because the thing is a choice. You know?
We cannot expect that we are going to attract people to our side using vinegar.
Oh yeah.
Right? We have to use sirop miel.
Yes.
We have to use butter. We cannot put vinegar and expect when the people's skin burning them, they'll come and listen to us.
True that.
And some of us get too emotional about the politics. So we get vexed, we get all worked up, and we make certain statements publicly, and people listen to us as if we are the voice of the party.
Oh, yep. Yep.
The voice of the United Workers' Party is not about division.
Definitely. You're right there. And,
The voice of the United Workers' Party is about unity. That's why the first word in the name of our organization is united.
that's right.
We try to bring people together.
Absolutely.
And you cannot bring people together when you insult them. So I am sending this word out to some people who believe that by insulting St. Lucians, they're going to force them to vote for United Workers' Party. They're making a mistake.
True.
And I'm saying that not to criticize anyone, but to advise, to say to our people, this election is a very important election.
Very much so.
Nobody is more St. Lucian, nobody is more important than the other. So I'm not going to say because I am here in St. Lucia and I'm feeling the pain of the bad policies and the incompetence and the corruption of the Labour Party, that I will condone somebody who's not. I will say, okay, upasently see. So upasently, so you have no say. We all St. Lucians have a say. Whether you're in England, whether in Bermuda, whether in Barbados, wherever you are, you have a say.
Oh yeah.
But be measured with your words. Do not insult the people of St. Lucia
It's not nice.
on the behalf of the United Workers' Party, because the United Workers' Party is not a party that insults people.
Surely.
So, now that I've said that, I would like to say something else.
Carry on.
I would like to say that we have a very terrible situation in St. Lucia. And that situation is lawlessness. Because Jogwa used to say, Kiles kay God,
Legad.
ligad.
No, you were saying it. Kiles God kikay God legad.
Exactly.
Kiles God kikay God legad.
And that's a very important, don't take that as a joke.
No. This is a serious matter, and I have always said that. And I will always, you know one thing, I will always copy and use a lot of the word that Juke Boy used to use on Hot FM when he used to be doing his program on the morning and the evening time. Because I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot. I learned a lot.
There's a lot of wisdom.
Yes.
In some people who we believe are not educated or not go-go. They're not intellectuals. So, let me tell you, let's keep me see. You by parler, mon qui ni doctorate.
Yeah.
Mais Kenny Anthony ni a doctorate. Et pour vite l'année, il conduit Vieux-Fort. Et qui prend Vieux-Fort as number 1 town. Et qu'après Vieux-Fort, c'est number last village en Saint-Lucie.
Can you listen to that? Listen to that, Ekola. Listen to that, Ekola. Let me just interact with one little word. Traveling to St. Lucia on British Airways, landing in St. Lucia. When British Airways actually touch ground, just look at the side where you can see Bobbies and all these places there. Look at how you see this looking. Horrible. A beauty of St. Lucia is when you land in the plane land to see the beauty of the country, how beautiful it looking. You mean to tell me Kenny Anthony can do that to St. Lucia, and especially in Beaufort, where you could have developed Beaufort much better? That is sad, my brother.
Yes.
That is sad.
Go on the southwestern side of the airport, where the Swazel, Labrie, Soufre, Saltibus, Auger, those places, La Richous, those places, bus stands. There's sometimes over 60 buses parked there.
Yes.
Ex bus driver, ex passager, à pas mener à côté pour épicer. Ils sont invités to see women. There are a few bars, there are little bars, plywood bars. They have to go at the back of those bars, exposed to the fence of the airport. Ex wife, la gentil pisa.
Look at that, eh? Just look at that. What you said there, this is a very good point. Look at that, eh? You go into First Caribbean Banking. Sometime before you go in. Okay? Before you go in, you want to go to the toilet. The only way you can go is to go and hide yourself in a corner in the bush. This is a form of disrespect. There's no public toilet there for the minibus drivers, like you said. Even the bars that they have there, some of them have little bar, they have little toilet, and it's not even all that. It's they just put a little barricade just for you to go and scoop yourself down as a lady, as a man. You stand up and you do that. No toilet to flush, to wash your hands, nothing like that.
It's not a bar. They should galvanize the committee.
Oui.
So you can go inside of it.
Yes.
So we in St. Lucia, if we want our St. Lucia to change, those of us who know better, some of us have been abroad, we have seen better.
Yes.
We have experienced better. Do not come to the market and ask, does it bite? Educate our people. Don't call them names. Don't call them ignorant and stupid. Because they have not been exposed.
That is so true.
We have to enlighten them. We have to show them the light of the flambeau. Well
said, my brother. Well said on this one.
So, the United Workers' Party said, vote for us, and when we win the elections, we are going to build the second and the third bus terminal in St. Lucia. You know where the first bus terminal is?
Soufre.
In Soufre. I could say, Muna Kapalibao, Likte Architectly, the Herald Stanislas.
Listen, man, you know I love my Soufre. No matter what, you know I love Soufre.
So I'm saying, I'm saying to our people, mettez be, ou pas qu'à attracter, qui me va dire, ou pas attracter, whatever.
Ou pas attracter mouche et vinaigre.
Oui. On mettez be, on parle aux hommes, on parle aux gentlemen and ladies to our people, to get them, to convince them to vote for us.
But Brother Jimmy, let me just take a couple of minutes there, couple of seconds. when you talk about Soufre, and I want people to understand that, I am not talking about it because I used to be in Soufre. I'm talking about Soufre on a Wednesday night under Harold Stanislas. Just on a Wednesday night. Okay? Look at Soufre. So how Soufre used to be booming. Soufre was the next entertainment town in St. Lucia. Because we was living, we couldn't come in down to Soufre on a Wednesday night, sitting down, eating, drinking, enjoying ourselves, go back every Wednesday. Friday, you go back down there. Saturday, you go back down there. And since Labour Party becoming government, Soufre have become dry. It looks stale. It looks like it's a stale bird. But the people that they just live in, and I don't know how they just do it, to be honest.
My brother, there are 4 jetties in Soufre in the port of Soufre. The big jetty, closer to what we call Barron's Drive, Quillas. There is what we call the Boardwalk Jetty, opposite the police station. Lower down, there's a jetty, the Fisheries Jetty. And at Hummingbird, Soufre Beach Park, there's a jetty. While we were there, we fixed all those jetties. So boats was landing there at all 4 jetties, and they were paying the little $2.50 or $5 or whatever per head. And that money was coming to Soufre for the people of Soufre. We employed more people at the foundation and so forth.
Yeah.
With that same money, and at the Sulphur Springs, there was 1 pool. We built 4 pools. 3 more pools to build what the Sulphur Springs is today. Because people were lined up, hundreds of people lined up, because one little pool can't take the hundreds of people that want to go in it.
But let me tell you, while I was there, under the same plan that Harold Stanislas had to build the other pool, they had built 3 pool, but actually I remember that at one point I was down there, I was in the Sulphur Spring, and they was building another one. I see the guys was carrying the material further down to build another pool. So I think maybe they have about 4 years. I remember that. Yeah.
That's a place we call Cashew Falls.
Okay.
And Cashew Falls got inundated by Hurricane Thomas in 2010. We lost the election in 2011. I went to the foundation in 2016 July as the executive chairman, and I cleared the hurricane slide, rebuilt the steps, put lights down to cashew pools, and had people by hand crush the rocks to make cashew pools. So that's where they went. A project that was started under the United Workers' Party.
See, I understand that, because I see that was going on there. Yeah.
Right? I'm not here to tell people what to do, what not to do. There is a huge difference, St. Lucians, between the United Workers' Party and Labour. When we build extra pools, or we fix jetties, or we build Hummingbird Beach Park, I'm just talking about Soufre.
Yeah.
Every vendor who is in one of those little booths at the Hummingbird Beach Park has a job now. They have a business. They can employ somebody.
But listen,
you have to buy.
Listen to me, brother Jimmy. As you say about Hummingbird Beach Park, I've got my friend there. My friend daughters who have a bar there, my friend Marcel and St. John, Suhan, have a bar there. And every time I go down, I sit down there, I drink, I enjoy myself, and it was wonderful compared to when I went there last year and then see the changes, not even last year before last, because since after the hurricane, I have never been there again. I have not been, because I think I went there, but it's not like the way it's supposed to be. Maybe now it's not picking up, but if it was Herod that was there, it would have been much better.
Why would it pick up?
Well,
would it pick up when we have no cruise ships since July?
Oh.
Would it pick up when young boys in the road for carnival fighting against each other?
I don't think.
Would it pick up when in Soufre they shooting each other
nope.
and no solving of any of the crimes?
Nope.
Would it pick up when on the 1st of July of last year we had waves that came into Soufre, mash up the boardwalk jetty right by the police station, and up to now they have not fixed it, and tourists are coming on cruise ships in Soufre and they're disembarking on a Mosso jetty? How serious is this government about our tourism, our employment, our businesses, and our future social and economic development?
It is sad, bro. It is sad, honestly.
So when I hear people who profess people who say they are for the United Workers' Party, they are for Alan Shasney, and then they come and they throw in fire and brimstone on our own people that we need them to change their minds to support the better. Ou ka insulte an moun ek la ou fini ou kwe kay vote ba ou? So ou ka di se moun sa ka fe sa, ka kouye radio station, ka insulte Saint-Lucie, check cause out. Si ma sa pale ak Aksim Babadien, si se patat chou moun pou me embouche moun pou pale, check yourself, my brother.
That's right, you're correct.
Do not call radio stations and insult solutions for politics. That is not productive for the United Workers' Party. That is not productive for Alan Shasney. Because Alan Shasney is not a man who insults people. And nor was John Compton, the founder and the father of the United Workers' Party. We are people of respect. We are people of reason. We are people of dignity. We are people of integrity. We do not insult our fellow people because they have a different idea or different opinion to us. And while I'm on that, I want to call out the government of St. Lucia. We need to know what happened to Tyson, Officer 462 or 642, I can't remember the number. Was Tyson killed, murdered, poisoned, or did he die a natural death? Because Richard Frederick, a minister of government in the House of Parliament, ridiculed a tool that we had to reduce the deaths on our street, the blood that's flowing on our streets and our sidewalks, in our ravines, in our canals, in our homes in St. Lucia. People have been killed. This morning, a man was killed in his home. He went to St. Mary's College. That's my school. This is war in St. Lucia. And we cannot have people calling on the radio station and making more war. Inciting war. Provoking hate. Let the labor provoke hate. They provoke race. I'd like to call on the Commissioner of Police to find out why and where and when did the evidence for the Shakadan Daniel disappear from the exhibit room? Where, when, and where did the evidence for Kimberly De Leon disappear from the exhibit room? Who was in charge of the exhibit room?
That's a question.
Where that evidence disappeared from? Because, cool vibes.
Yeah.
Dr. Love, when we call, and we nous fait mépris, nous avons parole chaud. Comme c'est tout le monde sait les paroles chaudes, nous avons oublié ces problèmes dans notre pays.
C'est ça même là, vous avez oublié ça, oui.
So nous avons même demandé au gouvernement côté évident qui mène ça disparaître.
Mais ça m'a pas comprendre. Qui laisse qui tiwe, qui laisse what et bien chat qui entre là qui wedding.
Exactement.
Qui laisse what et bien
So
chat
c'est
qui
pas
wedding.
qu'on nous parler about, pas parler about, quand couiller l'on a l'autre, gênant. Nous tous ces techniciens, là nous venons dans l'homme en fait, nous tous en lettres ensemble.
Ka passer ça n'est c'est mon. Botan ça gaidou frère. Si un homme c'est premier ministre pays a, écoutez ça gadou là. Li qui premier ministre. Et pour nous ça ka garder cadeau comme ça, ils savent qu'il est qui derrière ces crimes là. Bon, s'ils savent qu'il est qui c'est derrière ces crimes là, ils savent qu'il est qui pose ces documents dit Kimberly De Leon et puis Shakadan Daniel ou savent monsieur connaître qu'est-ce qui prend. Ils savent.
Mais non n'a dit nous. Ils savent qu'il est qui derrière crimes là.
Eh ben.
So ici pour ils savent ça. So un genou couillé, et couillé l'autre technicien non. Couillé le premier ministre là, demandé ça vous connaître en house là. Qui laisse qui point évidence Kimberly De Leon?
That's right.
Qui laisse qui point évidence Shakadan? Qui côté result autopsie avec sa post-mortem pour chien? Tyson, le baron tué. Yon se premier bail là yo faire. Yo expunge tout le monde qui teni plainte contre yo. Tout le monde c'est des convictions contre yo.
Yo
Contre ce bail Covid là, yo tiye.
Yo tiye.
So, yo vont commission by Saint-Lucien, by Viennet Saint-Lucien, gouvernement ça, c'est un gouvernement qui a applaudi, qui a situé Queen.
Oui.
Aussi, yo gen Tracy, yo pas obligé de prendre Richard Frederick mener en cabinet yo. Mais yo prend Richard Frederick, un homme yo dit, qui sont drug dealer, un money launderer, et tout bail qu'on et mener en cabinet yo, et je laisse pas mettre en cabinet là, en cupboard là. Yo mener en dit dans office premier ministre là.
Yo me address nous là même. C'est là.
Yo bali, oui. Yo bali a phone.
Oui. Oui.
So, nous ka répéter. Gouvernement ça a fait assez qui mauvais pour si cette lycéen nous ka ba yo information pour yo éclaircir, yo ka comprendre.
Ça vrai.
Mais c'est les moun kouye chaud. Et qui voulait insulter cette lycéen. Laisse ça, le va insulter moi. Manou ou pas raison encore. Raison quoi tourner tout, on go maman nous regarder.
Oui, mais
Mais ça coûte encore.
Mais tolerate ça.
Et bon, m'ka advise ou frère. Pas quitter personne couiller chaud et insulter cette lycéen même si c'est les bail c'est flambeau. C'est cette lycéen yo. Et vous c'est yo moun. Parce que même famille, même gens, même toute bagaille que c'est les bateaux. Même si ma plaie, nous va supporter les bords, mais c'est famille moi, nous c'est gens moi, nous c'est même nous c'est gens Saint-Lucie.
Ça vrai.
Pas quitter l'autre monde qui est from l'autre pays et accent babadien et quand c'est nous. Allez chaud. Moi déplaque ça.
Moi d'accord ça.
I'm not happy with that because we are solutions. I have respect for Philip JP, although he's a liar and he's a failure. And Ken Jansen is a bigger failure. And he's a bigger coward. But I'm not going to insult him. I respect him.
True.
But the same way, when you go to school, you pass an exam, if you put a F, you pass it, you mark up how presented. They mark you for your performance.
That's right.
And the performance of the Labour Party, and that is what we have to interrogate in this election. Not to insult the people who support them. They are solutions just like ours. And I take umbrage against that. Et Mamele Kleski, content Kleski par content, no fear, no favor. I am not supporting anybody who claims to support the United Workers' Party and then you're insulting solutions.
You're correct.
That's not right.
You're right. You're right on that.
Check yourself.
You're right on that.
Whoever is doing that, check ourselves. Et si c'est moi qui fais ça, et moi viens couiller chaud, et n'a couiller n'a insulté. Jean sais ici, fais-moi check comment. Dis-moi Jimmy. Et c'est Jimmy Hens qui l'a pris, mon qui pas connaître. Dis-moi Jimmy, ça pas right, frère. Conduis quoi?
You're right. You're correct.
Moi ça nous dit, pas dire ça par Saint-Lucien. Dis ça plus forcément, frère. Parce que là, nous entrons en gouvernement, et nous avons entré en gouvernement, nous avons gagné l'élection, ça.
Mais oui, nous avons pris l'élection, ça.
Là, nous entrons en gouvernement, nous venons pour ménager le pays pour bénéficier de tout cette lycéen.
That's right. That's right. Et ça, nous
Ça va veut dire, parce que où c'est les bas, là, nous mettons un healthcare for all the people.
Yes, yes, yes.
Not for clubs or labels, healthcare for national healthcare insurance for all the people of St. Lucia. Okay?
C'est vrai, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Unemployment insurance for all of St. Lucia.
Yep.
Lan bale ka kwe goal kuma.
Of course.
Lan bale ka kwe NHS.
Yes.
Right? National Health Service. Oko ka man do associate conservative et de labor pour sa hen benefits.
Ça va ça fait donc c'est tant ça rado là, tant ça. Moi c'est first priority depuis moi qui est docteur moi. La peine 1000 moun devant moi appointment de moi qui est docteur moi, la pas de problème. Mr. Marcel, can you come in or can I call you back? La peine 1000 moun qui fait appointment pour être docteur avant moi. Appointment yo paye 10 heures. Depuis moi qui est docteur regardez moi comme là, oui, c'est moun qui était à la moi ka passer. So I have priorities. I know.
Philip J. Pierre and the Labour Party are failures. They have failed in 4 years, the people of St. Lucia. It is evident and clear for everybody to see. Alan Shasley, he lost the elections. 13 votes, seats to 2 and 2 for independence. You create independent. Some of us say 15 too. Mais si un homme qui peut être mauvais comment, au quoi était ça, faire mon assemblée au loin, to bring men and women of that caliber around him to rescue St. Lucia.
True.
People are resigning their jobs in international agencies and coming to St. Lucia to join Alan Shastney to rescue St. Lucia.
You know something, Kola? I have asked myself that same question now what you said, the people who rescue their job. I look at Tommy Descott, Stephen Favrier, Bradley Filgens. You know, so many, what's his name there?
Titus Sprayville.
Titus Sprayville. You know, they take a big risk because they see St. Lucia is in danger. They see St.
It's not a risk, it's a sacrifice.
Yeah, it's like you sacrifice your life for something, and that's what they do.
Because even if they win, their salaries are going to be much lower than the salaries they were earning abroad.
Yeah.
And so, we don't want anybody to call and diminish the efforts and the sacrifices of those people by insulting St. Lucians.
But look at that. Just look at this one. Look at Stephen Favrier. Look at his job. Look at his job, and he sacrificed that job.
The man was the advisor to the WTO
Yes.
secretary, the World Trade Organization. We have Titus Sprayville, who was the director of the Caribbean Single Market Associate, CSME. We have Tommy Descott, who was an economist in the Caribbean Development Bank. We have Fulgence, we have Bradley Felix, we have Dominic Fede, who was the public relations manager for Sandals International, not just St. Lucia, the whole Sandals.
True.
We have people like Our Lady in Grosile, who was a loans or accounts senior manager, Bradley Felix, senior manager, Bank and St. Lucia. We have men and women of quality. We don't need people to call our radio stations to insult people to make them vote for Flobo. Nous pas besoin insulter moun, nous besoin indiquer moun.
Exactly. Correct.
Nous pas parti insulter. We are party of dignity and respect and values of honesty and integrity. I don't appreciate anybody calling our radio station to make Labour seem that Flobo seem that Flobo même kon Labour. Nous pas même kon Labour.
C'est bon. Ma accepte ça.
We are the party of John Melvin Compton, Right Honorable Sir. That's the party we are. And today our leader is Alan Michael Shastney, a Caribbean champion. We don't need insults. We can win by being honest, stating facts, being truthful, and respectful.
Amen.
Don't allow nobody to call your radio station. Cut them off. Tell them, don't say that about our party.
True.
Nous pas besoin d'insister pour nous gagner l'élection. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, then, my brother. Thank you very much for your contribution. I do appreciate it. Quel nouvelle koyo là? Koyo avant parti là. Koyo bien? He didn't even have me. That was brother Jimmy there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, you all heard it, and it is a wonderful contribution. And I let me check somebody. Hello. Hey.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, friend. Uma delas maior que eu já vi na TV.
Okay, vamos dar sua koyo koyo bien. Vale baila. Saka passe là. Saka passe monsieur koyo. Tout bail bon famille. Eh ben moi la kachebe WhatsApp depuis jeudi pour WhatsApp moi sous site là qui show.
Papa Michel, on fait l'affaire là qui est important.
Oui, ben merci famille, merci. Mais mon problème descendre ba mon moi ça ko Jimmy na vinn garder pour man, ça pas problème.
Là même boy, même pour le descendre moi.
Moi ça ko pour un exemple. OK. Oh, then famille. Ouais kakao. Okay. Oui famille, merci. All right then. Okay. Bye. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I don't want to go to the back and forth thing because I think Mr. Bobido trying to call back here again, and oh gosh, this is I know that he want to bring up a point, but if he call, I'll answer the call because I don't want to be thinking that he thinking I do not want to take his call, but brother Jimmy had called back, and I don't want him to think that what was said there is towards him. Let me hear what he have to say. Hello, my brother. Talk to me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I hear this guy talking his nonsense, right?
No. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Hold on.
Listen.
You gave him the whole floor. Let me give him my steer about this guy.
I give you 5 minutes.
I never want 5 minutes.
Okay. Well,
I
I give
can't
you.
remember the guy name. Jimmy Haynes. That's the same guy that was plotting against Alan Shasta.
No, but listen to that. Listen to that.
Okay, that's same guy.
No. Listen, Mr. Bobida, listen to
I'm
that.
talking his nonsense.
No. Listen to that. I will not go to this. Wherever he was, and then he changed his mind. That's something different. Because Labour Party have left Flambeau and go to Labour Party. Flambeau have
No.
left.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Don't. Do you know? Did you have any document that to prove that, or any and to know that he was against Alan Shasta? Do you have the proof?
Let me give you the proof.
No. You cannot give it to me. I don't want it. To be honest with you, I don't want it. That is not my business because I know Jimmy Haynes. I know him very well. And if you know that, maybe you need to talk to Jimmy Haynes in person. Not
No, I gotta.
No, because listen.
You the man is gonna talk to you.
No, you
I'm
can.
gonna talk to Jimmy Haynes.
But listen to that, Mr. Babida. The man did not say anything to me. He did not mention your name. You know. He said the person that's doing it.
Talk about it, Baba J. This guy, no boy, I'm a real Russian boy.
Listen,
what this guy, boy?
Listen to that. Do not take this as a rural thing. I will not allow nothing like that on this
No,
radio
I
station.
want to
No. I will
show him.
I will not tolerate it.
To you. I want to expose to you what kind of man that he is. That's what I want to do.
I am not a judge here, you know. I'm not a judge. I don't have a degree for a judge.
This guy is a Judas.
No, how you...
Jimmy is a damn
Mr.
Judas, okay?
Listen to that. We're not going to carry on. I'll cut you off because I don't want you to call nobody named Judas on this because you're making the Labour Party believe that I am fighting with you or you fighting with us. And I don't make sense.
No. He coming on the radar and talking about I should do that.
No, leave that. No, listen to that. You cannot call the man Judas. You need to apologize to the man. You cannot call him Judas.
No, don't fall attention. No,
You cannot do this. You cannot do this.
No, I'm not doing it.
Ali, there's a number on the screen. Call the second number, the one with 793. Call that number.
All right, talk to you later, man.
No, but I will not tolerate this. I will not tolerate this, Mr. Babida. Sorry about
But
it.
you tolerate him talking his nonsense.
No, but
you tolerate him talking his nonsense about me.
I did not tolerate the man with the nonsense.
I want to deal with him.
Listen, Mr. Babida, listen. I have to go. I have to take another call, okay?
All right, later. Cool, later.
Bye. Yeah. I will not tolerate back and forth thing because the man never mentioned your name. I'm not putting for Jimmy Haynes or whatever, but you mentioned it. The man never mentioned your name. The man said the person who doing that, you know. Oh my gosh. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, your life, Cool Vibes Radio. Talk to me. Hello. I think every time this man try to call this number is not going through. Okay, let me see. Hello, my brother. Hello.
Yes, Cool Vibes.
Yes, my brother.
Yeah. Yes. I was listening to Jimmy Haynes and the Mr. Bermuda that called a while ago.
Make it quick, because I'm expecting a call from Alison. I'll make it quick, yeah.
Yes. And what I just have to say is that in the midst of chaos, there's always unity, and we have to always find unity. We are not the enemies. The enemies are the people who are selling our CIP passports. That is the people who are selling our ports, who have the country the way it is, and everything that is happening. So that's what we must do. We have a nice discussion. We disagree to agree, and we finish with that. Okay. Have a blessed one.
All right, then, my brother. Thank you very much for calling here. Yeah, I don't want a back and forth thing because I support Mr. Bermuda when he called. I will not accept his call. But the fact that people feel offended, and I myself do feel offended, but because I'm sitting here, I cannot be biased. And if people taking me for this, because I know. The thing is, wherever you calling them stupid, on behalf of Flambeau, we do not want it. Wherever, because I have called a number of them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I have called people who support the Labour Party stupid as well. But listen to what other people have said to me after the program. People who really listening to me and can make me understand things that I have knowledge. I choose not to. But if there is something happening, and I'm not happy with it, and I'm fed up with it, I'm going to go back to it. I will not call every people in St. Lucia. Those who support the Labour Party and Philip JP administration. Now they see what's happening, they are stupid. But it's not everybody. I will not call to say everybody because Labour Party win by 47 or 48,000 votes. We win by 46 or 47. All right? So all these people, all that 46,000 that did not win by the Flambeau, they are stupid? No, I will not say that. Sorry. That's just not me. Maybe I am not professional enough to do what I'm doing and support one person, and then I am in between. I am here, I'm holding a program. According to somebody, why am I doing this? Because of the love of my country. Why on the behalf of the United Workers' Party? Because I was born and raised in a Flambeau house, in a Flambeau administration, and that's who I am. And I will not change. Okay? But I will not support these things. The insult, maybe, when people tackle me and I attack them back, it comes to an insult, but I defend myself. That's what it is. So much, look, I have got so much people attacking me. If I have to go back and forth with everybody who tackled me, look at Anson Maxwell. Look at what he did. Look at all his stupidity. Mocking me with crutches walking. And look, today he have a little problem with his fruit. Look at the kind of information that I get about him. Sleep with his own sister's child or auntie child and have kids with. Have over 40 kids, 50 kids. He never look after none of them. Run away with UWP money that they give him contract, never pay these workers. Run away with Dr. Bash, that is the one for Denwin off as a candidate for the United Workers' Party. Never return back. All this information come to me. Came directly from 758 in Denry. You know? That's what it is. You know? And why? You know? Why do I have to go back? I said what I had to say today because he went twice attacking me. But let me say something again. I have a voice. And the voice is digital. The voice is digital, and I can use that voice anytime. It's on the internet. It's World Wide Web. But that doesn't mean I have to make a mockery out of it, misuse and abuse it. I will not do such things. I will not go back in and out when people tackle me or attack me. No. Let it be. Because they're going to say, oh, you on the radio. Because listen to that, guys. And I want all my Flambeau people that I love you all so much. I want you all to listen to that. Somebody call me and tell me where someone trying to call people and tell them do not listen to my radio, do not listen to Cool Vibes. Giving information. I know exactly who the person is. But I let it be to the Almighty. Because who God bless, no man curse. You know. I don't let these things get into me. People have right to listen to whatever station they want. You know. And that's what it is. That's what it is. You know. But to be honest with you, we're not going to allow this. No, I'm not. I will not. Sorry to say. I am not biased. I will accept call from everybody. Mr. Bibida have a right to call. Jimmy Hits have a right to call. Every other person have a right to call. But we're just holding the respect because right now I understand he is aware what people... Because I've told him that before and I'm not against Mr. Bibida. I respect the man for who he is. I respect him. He's sharing some information on my WhatsApp and which is good information. I do admire that. But I will tell him, no, don't say it because the people are not happy with it. So just let we talk about things that we know we could say, or even if you have to apologize and say, okay then, you know, I have been using this word and blah, blah, blah. People not happy, but this is my point. I'm going to make my point clear. That's just a simple thing. We're not too big to eat our vomit. I know he's supporting Alan Chasney. He loves Alan Chasney. He call him the great leader, the first, you know, all these names that he have the high profile name and the high class name for Alan Chasney. But the thing that we against, people against as well. And in the chat room, I'm saying things. On the WhatsApp, I'm saying things. And if I have to read out everything, you know, okay, you know, and if I have to go out and read out everything that I see, I'll be like a lost ship on the ocean to take on people, especially on WhatsApp. You know, guys, I want to tell you something, y'all Flambeau, and I want you all to understand. I faced a challenge a few weeks ago, and I'm still facing that challenge. Deep in my heart, it's hurting. Deep down in my heart, it's hurting. But I intend to stand up as a man and represent myself and continue what God had promised me and have given me the strength to do, to be as a Flambeau. You think it don't hurt? But I don't have to go back off on it. Let it be whatever I have to be. But I will remain focused and concentrate on this radio station here, on this program here, and make it the best way for my future and St. Lucia and the listeners and my grandkids and who you are as grandkids, my niece and nephew. But I hurt in a way. I feel hurt. I talk about my hurt to my good elderly friends, my sister that I call for the advice, and you else people that I know that I can talk to. Because I get attacked dangerously, badly. When people tackling you, attacking you over your illness, and because you're sitting down on an internet radio station, broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, globally, worldwidely, and people want to describe your future, your life, what you have lived on, what you have done, what you have gone through the past, and because they're against you by such political party, they're calling other people as your close friend that you know you eat and drink with them, telling them such things that they don't even aware of. You understand? That hurts. Because I didn't expect somebody in the same category as me, worse than me, calling somebody, other people, and want to tell them about Cool Vibes Radio. Dr. Love. He been this, he been that. This is what you call politics. In the name of politics, I am not a politician. Alan Shastney don't pay me money. Leader of the opposition or any members don't pay me money. I get my money where it's supposed to be coming from. So don't make it a hurt because I choose to hold a voice. And you understand in the language, it says, the voice of the nation is the voice of the people. When you are living in a democratic country, you are from a democratic country, you do have your democratic right to publish your voice and let people know what's going on. Do not hide and seek things. And this is what a man like Guy Joseph have been doing. He makes sure he have his document so that when he on the podium, he documenting all his rights and his voice and all the truth and the facts. And that is what the Labour Party failed to understand. How many of them have come in like Guy Joseph and they're in government? They was talking about special prosecutor, and up to what they like today, you have not seen no special prosecutor. They have not prosecuted nobody. They're prosecuting their own self with corruption and bubble and crime. This is what they're doing. So the mouth that they fool the people of St. Lucia. I understand the knowledge of when Mr. Bermuda called them stupid. But I will not use it here. Let them feel their own pain and the choice that they make for their own self. That's what it's all about, my people. Sure. I feel his compassion. I feel him. The way that he feel about the United Workers' Party. To call because it's hurting him. But I will not put him down. I understand my last caller. You know, what he says, understandable. It's all knowledge. But these are the things that we have to watch. St. Lucia is not in good hand. St. Lucia is in a terrible manner, in a terrible way. The people of St. Lucia, they are crying deep in their heart. Look at when you watch the news, obituaries. Look at it, healthcare is shit. You're hearing Musa Jabari talking about Carl, this and that. That's not what politicians supposed to be saying when they know they have an opponent. You're not even sure if Carl gonna be the Kakal or Khalid Xavier gonna be the candidate for Vieux-Fort North. You're not even sure of it. But the glimpse that have shaken you have given you a lagigit and a diarrhea in your body. Your whole mouth and your belly and your stomach and your backside is leaking because you know that it's a challenge for you, and that challenge is a tough challenge. Look at Sean Edward in the Mabuya Valley, Indian North. Look at how he carrying on. Look at Jeremiah Norbert. Watch them very good. Because they get challenged with man that stand up on the foot as a man that can contribute things to the country, man that have the potential, the knowledge, the wisdom to work with the people. That is what. And these are the people that we have to support, my dear fellows. The United Workers' Party. You know, sometimes, according to Mighty Chogdas, Wallace Liverpool, when I vex, I don't rhyme. But I don't let this vex me. I'm a powerful talker. I've got a voice for that. I'm using it wisely. And the only thing that can stop me from doing this job here on Cool Vibes Radio is when God decided to shut down my body. But as long as I have life, wherever I can walk or not, I can sit down, I will find a way to talk about it. As long as we are in a position, I will stand up for that. And wherever we're in office, I will still hold a talk show on a Thursday to compare what we have been doing compared to when Labour Party was in office. I will do it. Wherever we're in a position, I will continue this job because God permit me to be here. I am a St. Lucian at heart. And I cannot stand to see all these things happening in my country. I cannot support this. The criminal activities, too much of our young men are dying. We have families. Mothers, wives, girlfriends have been crying, struggling to carry the babies to the hospital, to buy food for the babies when the husband and the boyfriend is no longer in this world with us, have been killed by gunmen. These are the things that we have to tackle. These are the things that we have to talk about. These are the things that we have to stand up against. Jesus Christ, man. How can it be? How can it be? When I hear these Labour Party supporters sometimes, I sit down among them and I hear them talk. I just be among them, not even knowing. Some of them don't even know me unless they hear the voice of me. When they hear that voice of mine, they say, oh, I heard that voice before. You sound familiar, you know? And I will say, okay then, where do you hear that voice? That's me. Fair enough. I don't have to go out and tell people, oh, this is DJ Clan Dr. Love from Cool Vibes Radio. No! People have to introduce me to them and say, listen, this and that. I don't do that. I get all the welcome that I had to get in St. Lucia. In terms of me sitting here on this Cool Vibes Radio and do this. I can remember the Sky FM yard. There's a man called, I have to even give him a call. Vie Caban. The man left his house in Cicero to come and spend the time with me at Sky FM. Make sure that he spent all the money that he had to spend. And it was up to a day like today. This man is like a father to me. Right? Trust me. You know? And these are the kind of people that have love, you know. The United Workers' Party have people with so much love, so much inspiration, so much, you know, they have a vibes in them. They can vibes you up. They make you understand. They're going down deep in the book of knowledge and to show you what's going on in St. Lucia. All the lies. Boy, I tell you something. According to someone there, he says, as we cannot do what SLP does and expect people to consider us to be different. We must be different. Stop insulting St. Lucian, even insulting Flambos who do not support your insult. That's wonderful. But I want to tell you something, brothers and sisters on Cool Vibes Radio this evening. We have an election to stand up and defend it and to win it and to bring our seat home in every constituency. All 17 seats have to come to the UWP. So there will be no opposition in time of the next election. Don't say yes, there will be. Because if you said yes, you do not have that belief in you. Have that strong belief because they know they have failed the people of St. Lucia. They know they have done it. And they know the reason why. That is why a lot of them now, they on a hush mouth. Check the statistics of St. Lucia. Young men that dying. The criminal activities this morning happened in St. Lucia. I was not expecting to wake up this morning and get in such sad news. I was not expecting to hear this. I said to myself, boy, there is still a little district carnival happening. Hope this thing's going to calm down and allow the people to enjoy the little carnival, the little vaval. But that's what it is. So guys, as we are here, don't forget the Connecticut, those of you in Connecticut, that day on the, I think it's the 10th. That is the 10th of this month. They have a meeting. They're having a meeting. You know, they're forming the Connecticut caucus down there in the United States in Connecticut. So Hartford, Connecticut. Don't forget, guys, to go there. It's starting at 5:30 p.m. Okay, they said, so bring a chair and to share something. All right? make sure you go there if you're in the Hartford, Connecticut. Go there to join in the Connecticut Caucus. They opening that new group. They open it, so they will have a meeting that's starting from 5:30 p.m. Okay, that's on the 10th of August. Okay, you know exactly what date is that, so don't forget to be there 5:30. And also, we have a little quick announcement here for you guys. Let me just go through it here from what's happening in Hartford, in Connecticut again here on Cool Vibes Radio. Because like I said to you, Cool Vibes Radio, we are very international and we do advert everywhere, no matter where you are in the world. We do it for you. Okay. It's St. Lucia Domino Club LCC. They invite you to a Carnival Backyard Jam. That's happening. That's Friday coming, the 8th of August. Okay, it's starting from 7 p.m. till late. Okay, it's called Carnival Backyard Jam. Admission is only $5, and music will be provided entertained by the myself, DJ Terrence. And also, the address is number 18 Baltic Street, Hartford, Connecticut. Number 18 Baltic Street, Hartford, Connecticut. So be there, give that support, give that cause. It's a cause for a cause. And don't forget to be at the meeting on the 10th, which is Sunday coming. Okay? Sunday coming. It happening at it's Colebrook's. I have to get the address here because I have to give you all the address because it was sent to me through my phone. And I have to go from my phone to get this message because, boy, I don't want to get bitten. I don't want to get bitten. Okay. Sunday the 10th of August at 5:30 p.m. The address is 196 Colebrook Street. Bring a chair and something to share. Okay? So that the Connecticut, they forming the caucus group up there. So those of you that are willing to join in and go there and participate and be a member of the Connecticut caucus, okay? Because you know that we are ready on the road to do what we got to do. And don't forget this Sunday coming at Meekwood North. That's where the live meeting going to be at the Meekwood North constituency. So be there in time, guys. Go there. The live starting at 6 o'clock as usual, but sometimes I always wait in hours, at least a good 10-15 minutes before because I like to see when things started. Okay, all right? And don't forget the public meeting they're having is on the 17th of August as well at the Castries Boulevard. Okay, be there. What else? Okay, what's going on? So you tell me. Okay, that's what. And do remember that our show sponsored by Platinum Sound. Today, the show been sponsored by Platinum Sound in St. Lucia. And I am awaiting of telephone number how you go about to reach out Platinum if you're having an event and you're looking for a sound system to play for you. They had one Platinum Sound. They located in Olean. Actually, you could contact the manager or the owner of the sound. All right. I think his name is Korim. Okay. You could contact him as well if you're looking any event you have in and you want them to play for you and things like that. Okay. Don't worry. That's what it is. What else? Okay. We got to go to our readout advert here on Cool Vibes Radio this afternoon because I don't want to miss nothing before I leave here. Also, if you are traveling to St. Lucia and you're looking for wonderful... I'm trying to... Hello, good evening, your life.
Hey, Dr. Love,
Yeah?
I just wanted to let you know that on Saturday 9th, starting at 11 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening, Lady Lee, Liana Joanna Paul, the United Workers candidate for Beaufort South, is holding a barbecue called Ignite Beaufort South with Lady Lee, and where she'll be meeting her constituents. There'll be drinks, games, funds for family. Come and get some good barbecue, some blackfish, some souse, some barbecue chicken, pork, fish. Tuk bon bagay. Bon music. Mokila. That's right outside her office at Clear Sky Hotel in Beaufort. Lady Lee, on this Saturday, the 9th, come and have a lime in Beaufort.
Okay. Well, I see that one, but they did not. I see that one, but they did not send it to me, so I don't have it in my phone.
Sorry, I didn't. I didn't send to you directly, but yes.
Okay, then. All right.
We have this event. It's a very important event because we want to change after 28 years of Kenny Anthony in Beaufort and 38 years of labor in Beaufort. That Beaufort was the first town in St. Lucia. When I say the first town, after Castries is the capital, it was Beaufort, then Soufrière. At present, Beaufort is the last town. The Labour Party declared Vieux Fort an escalated crime zone,
True.
confining the young people of Vieux Fort to no employment, 50+% unemployment in Vieux Fort.
True.
Alan Chassey was building a new airport, they stop it. He was building a climate resilient, brand new hospital, they stop it. He was building a home cruise port in Vieux Fort, they stop it. He was building a horse racing track in Vieux Fort, the Labour Party stop it.
Yep.
And they have made Vieux Fort a ghost town.
True that.
So we want to right that wrong.
Okay then, dude. Okay, bro.
Thank you, my brother, for the time.
Yes, you're welcome.
To let the people know.
Okay then, no worries, my brother. Okay. Okay, guys, y'all heard it from our brother there. What's happening with Lady D? Okay, y'all get the date, put it right. But don't forget that, guys. If you are suffering with arthritis, asthma, mucus, you name it all, and you're looking for something to drink, or you're looking for your local coconut oil, we got to you got to contact my Checker Rubs. They have everything, especially for those of you, especially the men who conceive to have a baby and looking for something to boost up the energy, the immune system, and put some lead in the pencil. Okay, Macheka have something for you. You can call them on 720-0427 or 724-6389. Or you can call them on the landline number, which is 454-5172. Also, if you are traveling to St. Lucia and you are wondering where can you go and you have not found a beautiful place to enjoy your holiday, a home away from home, there's one called Villa de Mama. We got this one for you. Location is at Kaimaje Monshi Groselay. Okay, that's 5 minutes away from Rodney Bay Town and 7 minutes away from Groselay Town Center as well. And it is, I think, 5 minutes drive away from Darran Cricket Stadium. On that same road, can take you to Villa de Mama at the Bradford corner when you go into Moshi and Kaimaje there. Okay, you can call them on 489-758, 489-0806, 758-489-0806, or you can check them on the website on www.thevilla.tel, and also you can make your reservation online. You can do all that online as well. So don't forget this one. Make it your home away from home. I want to tell you guys something this evening. Sometimes what really happened on social media and to be on a platform or on a radio to hold a talk show, it is a tough situation. Some people will easily take a phone in front of them and do the show. And you have a lot of distorted sound quality. So you will be shouting and not hearing yourself shouting by you do not monitor or have a monitor to monitor your voice, because there's the easiest way they can do it with a phone in front of them. And they are having a show. If you want a radio, it is totally different compared to what I seen. And I'm saying this regarding to people who want to go and criticize you and say things to you by not doing or have the professional way to do it. If you feel that you want to hold a talk show and that you feel that you man or woman enough, all what you have to do is to put yourself in the position and having the right proper way of equipment or be on a radio, ask to be on a radio to hold a talk show and pay to do your program. So then you can say whatever you can describe. Because the insults that we are hearing by certain people who are having shows is because they're on the street, they are at their home, they're in the car, and they are talking. On the street, no one knows what they do. Maybe people will see them thinking they are madman. They have the pod stand, you know, they have it in front of them with the phone and they're talking. It will pick up because once it's live, it pick up the noise very quick. And after a while, they can go back and check on what is it they were saying to see. They can only see, okay, the amount of people who watch, comment, and things like that. Because they're not doing it the right way and they're talking nonsense and they want quickly to come and criticize you because of what you do and because of the party you support. Take your time if you all want to do things professionally and want to have people to support you all and want people to listen to you all. Do it the right way. There are so much people I see they can contact that in the same bedding with them, in the same party with them, to ask them for them to have a talk show. You can stay wherever you have and have a talk show and it's going onto the system. You just use the right equipment. You buy the right stuff. But instead of going in packs, a cuisine, people seeing all the state of your cuisine not in a good condition, in the pack looking riffraff like some zombies on street, and want to come and criticize Alan Chasney. What sense that does make to you guys? How do people go and support these things? How do y'all take your time and sit down at home because you're so bored and that popping on Facebook? You mean to tell me you have to go and watch that? You're not scrolling your phone or go on TikTok or go online and reading about the news, go on YouTube and find out other things to watch? So those of you who are doing that, when they see they have viewers, what do you think they will do? They will find things to say, all drastic ways, and just talk whole heap of nonsense because you are supporting them. Where do they go from there? Who they have calling them? Nobody. Nobody calling them. You understand? A man says something there. He says, I was told a young man was arrested for breaking in a place in a place of business. He was sent to prison. He was held on remand for 8 years. Never went before the judge. Spent 8 years on remand. One day he was released of prison. God walked him down the main road, stopped a bus, paid the driver $5 to drop the guy to Castries. LOL. I don't mean to laugh. My question is that how the system work in St. Lucia? Well, my brother, that I can interact with that system, how it works. And I can go through facts, through reality, imprisonment. When you're in prison and you're releasing from prison, and that's how our system in St. Lucia in prison is messed up. And the reason why it messed up, and the guys take the power of prison for a joke, and it's hardship in prison in St. Lucia. I know if you're in prison, once you go in prison, your prison number becoming on your account number where they open, where you can get some money every week. There's a lump sum going on to your account, whether it's $5 or £5 or £3. It builds up every week. You get that if it's every Wednesday. And there is a day of the week where you can buy, like 2 days before, 3 days before, you can order your own shopping. They give you your list. You tick in what you want. They come and pick it up. And then they drop your bag to you. And when you live in prison, wherever you work or not, they're giving you some money and a travel card to take you to your destination where you're going. So why releasing someone in prison, going home, without any bus fare money, and no money in his pocket? Is that how the prison system is running in St. Lucia? Because once you're in prison, and you're working, and you're cooking, and you're cleaning, you're doing the farming, they must pay you every week to have some money. It don't have to be big money, but you have money on an account where you can buy, if you're smoking, buy your cigarette, buy your Colgate, buy things that you don't want to use in the prison. Do they have that system in St. Lucia? Or if they have it, is that why prison is so loaded with people in there, those who have been in remand for 7, 8 years, 10 years, and they're not letting them go? And I thought that Sean Edward did say, when they did win the election, if he was in government, he would go to border correction facilities and release every prisoner they arrest with marijuana. Sean, you never did that? Up to now, there's people there in remand. Jokers, man. You heard talk, we? The man was in opposition, the man talk all kind of nonsense. And he still have people that he know from Denier Riviere, Gardet, Olion, Montemazo, Grand Riviere, and Belmont, Grand Ravine, all these places, Lime Lapel, Bosquedor, name it all, Richfond. Okay? You know a lot of them young men that have been castrated through marijuana, still waiting to get bail, still waiting not to get charged. Have you released them? Have you sent a message to the authority, to the prison officer, to the main boss, and say, listen, these guys need to go? That's what you did said when you was in prison. You said if you was there, everybody they arrest, they're gonna be out. Sean, you forget. You know, these are the things that we have to remind St. Lucians, you know. These are the things, you know. When the man is on the negative chair and they want to be on the positive chair, they talk all kind of nonsense, all kind of bullshit. But today you in office, minister, education. What is it you educating our young people? What is it you are educating our kids? Check what y'all doing before. Because when y'all will be back in opposition, all you will have to have a large digit in your backside. Trust me. Because y'all will have a tongue rash to talk nonsense. And I'm happy with the United Workers' Party, you know. Being in opposition, they have really hold their standard, you know. Being in opposition, they have hold their career in a different way, you know, with respect. They hold their career in opposition so good. Like you can't even believe that we are the opposition. Imagine having the Sunday life and the explanation of all the candidates. I even said to myself, it looked like the opposition that's in government. Because all these ideas and all these great ideas and everything we have, why do St. Lucian make a mistake and vote the Labour Party? Why? According to my brother that I don't want him to call people stupid, why do they use that stupidity mind? They use that stupidity mind and go and vote the Labour Party to face this challenge we're facing there. That is a problem, you know. That is a thing, you know. This is what it is. But today you could hear them crying. They are crying. You know, they are crying. I have to come to this evening before I leave here. I don't have much time before I leave, but you know, somebody was saying something to me, and the person said to me, Dr. Love, when UWP was in government, some men had 6 women, some men had 4, some men had 3, some men had 2. And they was working, supplying and maintaining all 5, 6, 2 women under the United Workers' Party administration. And the person said to me, since then, the Labour Party, the SLP have been in government. Men and women, nom pani de femme encore, c'est yon. Femme bouzen nom, pa ka jwen. Bon, that's the reason why you see that pastor talking about these things without them bullying business. Because femme pa ka jwen l'argent from sa yo de ka hen, ek se nom la. Se nom la ni an high homosexual drive. Yo pa sa hen femme. Yo ni pou boule! Aba leba. Yo ni pou boule. I got the l'argent pour mener by say from now pour pas quitter yo because I will repeat that again. The deceased Kunta in Grozile. On Facebook, I watch his clip. He said, them boys, them bullying. But I afraid to tell the girlfriend, them boys bullying. They bullying for car, they bullying for gold chain, they bullying for everything, they bullying. That is true. Because after this thing was said the other day, somebody said to me, if you see the caliber of young men that bullying in St. Lucia, yes, they bullying in St. Lucia. You know why they bullying? Some of them just finished school. 16 years, 19, 18. They don't get a job yet, but yes, still they have a big, nice car. They drive in. Where have you work? Your parents still struggling to make ends meet, but you have a car and there's not a roof over your head by your parents' house. You bull. They go in by the casino, meet all these mafia bullers, touching them, bullying them to get a couple of thousand. Oh, sometimes they bull without the money, but the car already paid for. But like according to the deceased Kanta, I afraid to tell the girlfriend, them man bullying. Imagine it. And you're hearing a pastor talking about that. Listen, Adam man's sick. God put man on this earth and women on this earth to multiply. When you're telling me you're looking at a man, you're going and discharging the man backside, and you mean to tell me we have to support that? Is that what the kind of government? And you're not saying nothing about this. I know. But even though they have accepted elsewhere, but in our country, we're defending that. We do not want that. We do not want that. We're not in support with that. Because let me make you all understand something clear. A lot of these young ladies who have not known themselves as being a lesbian, because they travel abroad and they don't want to return back, they have used the tactics to home office and say that they've been manipulated, been beaten because they are lesbian. Just to get their stay. Like your papi is lesbian. Okay? So now, for them, they're going through that system, They're going back home where they came from in the country to investigate them to know if they was like that. And people will say, no, I never know this person like that. And they're going back to them not even knowing that the people already investigating. C'est pour ça chaya dans yo pou ici ya. Yes, asylum seekers yo by know yo pou that you say lesbian. Si yo vie yo ka itwe yo ka bull because of bullying. Mati! Ou pas fait comme ça, viens mais sou point pas ko parce que vous voulez l'argent. Ou pas ouais c'est moun qui fait yo fait makoume. Bêtise. Do not do these things. And our government, the United Workers' Party, when you come to office, we have to put a straight measure into that. We have to put a straight measure into that. You do not born like that. You put yourself like that. When you get hurt like that, you face your challenge. But do not go and do this nastiness, provoking all diseases, AIDS, and all them things there. Why are you doing that? And yet still you have a woman at home because you cannot fulfill to the woman to bring financial cash in the house. You have to go and bend for a man and make the man do this nastiness to you. And yet still you do it to him and you bring it to your wife at home. Is that what the Labour Party in support with? That's why when Flabo was in government, so much man and woman, man enjoying themselves, man going grocery, man going there. Let me tell you something. You think it's easy? A woman called me and said the same thing. Said to me, Doc, let Flabo to power. Moi-même te ka fait la moi big time. Moi m'a dit ki man, il dit quoi moi ki money back là, moi ki nini. Property l'argent moi ki nini. Moi m'a dit ki ko côté property, il dit moi ki ni moi sauter pour me faire l'argent moi. Après ça m'a ça même fait en bas là. Hey hey. According to a good friend of mine on a life, let Flabo to power nom they can sick from. Look it. What? I'm telling you, you know, these are the things, man. And our government and the United Workers' Party will put a stop into that. If you born that way, that is your position, that is your style, you live in that way. But you're not in that and you're putting yourself in this nastiness, dirty in our street in St. Lucia, when our country already sinking with crime and all these things there. No. That is the reason why St. Lucia is in that mess. Blood sharing every day. Because young men selling the backside and letting man discharging them like it's goat and sheep. Bon Dieu fait non mec nom. Pour vivre garder pour madame yo mais pas fait non mec non pour ka fornicate. Non mec femme si posé ka fait ça c'est la vie qui là. Sou fait ti manière si ou ti manière massi sou en la main ou c'est quoi monsieur senti massi si. Inti wes do attendre ka parler aïe hello. Moi pas fait comme ça. La ni ton girls ou ka wè c'est quoi yo fait. They born that way, they build that way. Kason ga don ba yen, ka asin la toilet. Ek sou man he don bwed we se. De l'homme buka man compression buka. Ek ni mo ka fin pousser en pen kako. Kwa pousser en pen kako ek de petits en l'air. Moi pas mon ka fait bêtise wa. Never sometimes in life. Hello. No, we have to understand. Since the Labour Party been in government in St. Lucia, there's a lot of things have been taking place. And they do not say a word about it. It's like they're embedded with him. I wonder, la ni yon de yo di ki say office la, en gouvernement, yo se masisi. Yo se pour tous. Non mek non pas pour maye. Mais ma hadou bout sa ici, London yo implement loi yo. C'est lang di te. Moi jouen yo ek bagay yo. Mais pays Saint-Lucie, paten ça. Si c'est mon fait comme ça, ou ka mais c'est mon pas fait comme ça. C'est mon fait comme ça, yo maye. Mais ça pas fait comme ça, just pour un bel caille. Just for you to have a nice house, you all don't born that way, you all don't born gay. Let gay do their thing. Because they have a right, because they born gay. They are gays. They born that way. They have it in their genes, in their hormones. That's all they are. But you don't born that way because you want a nice car, big gold chain and money in your pocket. You bending down like an acrobat. Wait it, messieurs, dames. Let's leave that for another show. We'll talk about that some other time, man. But that's why we need to clean our country. Because we are already facing too much, people. We are facing a challenge. They're saying the world is coming to an end. This world is not ending. The people in this world are living this world because of nastiness, corruption, bubble. The world is a clean world. It's the people on this world, on this earth, that is doing all these things. Sodom and Gomorrah. And they're destroying our country because we have it in our office, in our government office, in our cabinet, everywhere. And they're not saying nothing about it. So when it's happening, what can we do? We can't do nothing. But when we're supposed to go out and protest against things, we're not. If you're born gay, you have a right to be gay. You born lesbian, you have a right. But don't change your ways. If you have it in your hormone, it's in the system, and you're trying to change your ways the other way around, or you want to be there, it's up to you. Anyway, my brothers and sisters, I want to tell you something here on Cool Vibes Radio, and make sure that we focus on the right things in our campaign. In election day, we need to focus right, and when we're going to cast our vote, make sure that we vote for the United Workers' Party. Make sure you vote for the Flabo. Make sure that you bring back the Flabo back in office, and so that everything will work out for us. I want to tell you all this evening, it is 11 minutes past the hour 10 o'clock, and I have gone 11 minutes on my time, so I want to tell you all thank you for your appreciation, thank you for your time, for allowing me to expose and put allow my voice to be published out there, and for you all to listen. Thank you for all the support that you all have been giving us on Cool Vibes Radio. I do appreciate you guys, and I love you all. And I want to tell you all, don't forget, tomorrow I'll be here again with our different style of music, Caribbean Party, Friday night compliment of Villa de Mama, Checker Ups in St. Lucia, Really Stressed by On Top Roofing, Sarah Sweet Tooth in St. Lucia, and also Platinum Sound in St. Lucia. Okay, so don't worry, guys. I'm going to be back here tomorrow. Okay, God willing. Okay, so have a wonderful night. And remember that whatever you do, remember to keep it safe. Because if you don't keep yourself safe, if what's going on, it's not going to be nice. All right? So, guys, love y'all. I got to go. I got to leave you. Sarah, my Kokosek. I go in, girl. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I got to make time. All the other way around, because it is Thursday night. Tomorrow, Friday. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate you guys very much. Anyway, Mr. Bermuda, hold on tight, my brother. And continue to call the program on Cool Vibes Radio, and we're going to keep it genuine, my brother. I love you as a brother. I know how you feel, and I know the passion of you, my brother. Keep it clean, my brother. Okay, love you, my brother. Love you. And love each and every one of you in the chat room. Don't forget that. Okay, all right. Okay, God bless. So we're going to play you a nice little tune there by Red Plastic Bag, Craftman, okay? And then I'm going to say adios, and I'm going. Doctor, love you. Going, Doc. Yes, I got to go. That's the final one here on Cool Vibes Radio. Bye-bye.
Every time we hear our national anthem, the feeling we get, it is very great. Right away, we stand at attention to show our respect. We don't hesitate. Are we really nationalistic and patriotic the way that all of us should be? Do we really love our country and carry our flag proudly, or is it just formality? It must be when we don't support the ruling party. We pray that it fails miserably and the economy loses stability. In cricket down there at Kensington, some support the opposition and we encouraging foreign exploitation. There is nothing wrong if we seek foreign help to better our country, but when we neglect our own, that is an act of disloyalty. Are you a loyal daughter or son? That is what I'm asking every nation. Do you guard your heritage as you should? Are you really proud of nationhood? Only malice and hatred binds our hearts from coast to coast. We degrade our own instead. False pride is a wanton boast. One thing I know for sure, our actions do indicate. As the anthem states, we are from craftsmen of our faith. If you see how we Bajans parade every year in the month of November, it's so sweet to see big apples. The rest of the year we don't remember. We must show our love our hero, not just for one season. We must show love endlessly. We must not allow anybody to take over our country and make us second their own inferior, and we don't accept our own culture for foreign things. We have a serious thirst. We have to search our conscience now and really ask ourselves how them foreign drums does beat in our country first. Mental injury is affecting this country's state of mind. We have to wake up now, or we may be left further behind. Are you a loyal daughter or son? That is what I'm asking every Cajun. Do you got your heritage as you should? Are you really proud of nationhood? Only malice and hatred binds our hearts from coast to coast. We degrade our own instead. False pride is the one control. One thing I know for sure, our actions do indicate. As the anthem states, we are from grasping of our faith. For you, for you, for you, for you. For you, for you, for you, for you. Allegiance to our country, national contract, we always preach. Almost all of us are guilty. We do not practice the things that we preach. This is our land, this is our home. No matter where we roam, the only place we can call our own. We must show appreciation for what the good Lord has given, and try and live together as one, and press on. Personal gain politicians seek, and we give tourists their own food to eat. Some hotels have one bed a night a week. We look up to Lord Nelson, down there in the center of Brixton, and Bajan say, Buster should be taken down. Our lifestyle